everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode with Ginton Dice, where a bunch of us nerdy friends have came to a virtual table to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
We've got Batman as a special guest today.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what kind of strings I had to pull to get Batman up in here. Um, so it.
Vocal strings, I think.
I'm the Batman.
Very good.
Mr. Freeze.
Besides a couple of colds, besides somebody who is currently on the way, um, I think we're good. I think we're all set and ready to go. I hope everybody has had a good week, and hopefully we can sit you down, make you question everything that we're doing, and then question why you watched. But after that, you're going to enjoy it. So, if everybody is good to go, we have zero announcements. Continuing our streak as per usual. I don't even have my Dr. Pepper advertisement because unfortunately today's water day. So we're advertised by H2O.
Oh, look at the
It's
pumpkin.
over.
Look at it. It's delicious.
Pumpkin brownie.
Oh God, no. Why? Why is it you who always brings the weird things?
Is it weird though? Is it really?
An integral part of my childhood.
I don't like pumpkin at all.
I'm more
It's
concerned that
not
Leroy
pumpkin
didn't tell us
flavored.
anything.
It's just a brownie shaped like a
What?
pumpkin.
Oh,
that
so it
works.
doesn't taste like pumpkin.
No.
Leroy.
it's
Okay,
just a
then
brownie.
Oh.
the stream is
Yes.
saved, guys. Everybody.
You do your thing.
No, I'm Batman.
Here, I'll do it for you, Leroy.
Leroy isn't here today.
Yeah, Batman.
It's
Sorry.
Batman, guys. Who's the
Uh,
Leroy you're talking about?
I think it's either the fact that Leroy is sick or he went to like a heavy metal death concert and he came out as Batman. he had a life
Either or.
he had a life changing experience, guys.
Could you ask me where the drugs are going?
So I think other than that, why don't we go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of the Aztec Trials? So, where we last left off, you guys had recently awoken from your couple of hour coma. Probably like it was stretching it 2 hour at tops. I knew I'd finally get them off. There, you guys, after trying to sleep off some of your like awkwardness feel after the fight with Lily, you all kind of walked around the castle, mostly kind of having talks with Sona and with Veth. Vethir? One of these days, I will remember all of my characters' names, and like, none of you guys are going to know what to do. At least I know it started with a V. Voth. That's you guys had a conversation with Voth, and Sona, and listening to Legan, and their talks about what the kingdom is going to try to do and what it probably should do in terms of what Legan thought would be smart. You guys, what?
Star Strider.
Yes.
I was scrolling through my notes trying to find it.
You guys, after bringing all of the Star Guardians, of course, back from their Stone Age, including Vuba and the other guard captain, you guys waited until Alec brought Cell quite rather quickly in recovery, so that you guys can go check on Ace. But Arissa, who is already one step ahead to see if everything was okay of not receiving any responses, the news probably was going to be dire once you guys got there. So, you all asking Sale to get a transportation or teleportation, more precise, and to go and check. And he's been obviously very grumpy of a lot of things that was transpiring, but at the same time, he was also grateful and he was aware you guys would have come on top. It was just more of when you guys would have finally brought them all out. It's kind of what agitated him. You guys, you guys got the teleportation to the fort that you all recently were at with Ace. And when you guys got there, you arrived in the lower part of the fort where you can already tell that damage has been done with the orb of Azrael, this artifact that was possibly given from the gods to people to use, was pretty much dented in and smashed in. With
Exactly how we left it.
yeah, with some nice, I believe it was stone. I can't remember what the spell was, but with a couple of spells getting you guys out of the uh, lower sanctum of the fort and kind of weaving and dodging your way through the crumbers of this fort as everything has been in ruins. You all got to the ground level where you can see smashed in golems into the wall, to the ground, just completely destroyed. Um, and with Orissa picking up on her pen that she gave to Ace, found almost like a cubbyhole that she was just slightly small enough to kind of crawl in. And there she saw the article of clothing that once belonged to Ace, but nothing left of him. And we'll pick up as she slowly starts to uh, kind of crawl back out, and she kind of tosses part of the clothing out from the hole onto the ground, as you all can see, as she slowly starts to climb out. And the dust in here is just heavy with little bits of light coming in random directions where you guys can see without uh, issue, especially since I think somebody did cast a light earlier on. Um, but now it's one of those that's just light that is scattered everywhere. As you all are seeing Arissa climbing out, staring at the pile of clothes that all of you do recognize.
Oh,
As
this dust. Fuck.
Well, I guess Tay won't have to spoon feed him anymore.
This isn't
Well, you wanted your proof? There it is.
pile of clothes. No body?
No.
Is there even blood on this
Look-
clothing,
look at-
DM?
look
Or
at
is it
the-
just like ripped clothing?
Look at the hole. That's like stabby hole.
Very observant.
You know,
Stabby hole.
yeah, I mean, the creature we're dealing with has, like, imagine a scorpion tail, and like, something like that.
Oh. No body.
No, no
Just
body.
clothing.
If we had a body, it would be a lot easier.
Eh.
Not even a single cell left behind.
Style just
Level.
ha ha. That's very funny. If you guys are done, I would like to get out of here.
Ah, yeah. Sure. Is he nowhere to be found? No body. Then, suppose got carted off, maybe.
Akuma, do you not realize he is dead, gone, no longer on this mortal coil? Like, do you
Finito.
understand?
There's not even a body to bury him in.
Like, we cannot bring him back in any way or form.
Lovely.
Well, I mean, eventually we could in about 5-10 years, who knows? And then again, I doubt he wants to come back even at that point.
You're not probably very wrong. From what I can understand, his life just totally sucked. And he was miserable. And he made the people around him miserable.
Sure.
I don't know. I think
I'm gonna
me
go
and
look at
Kay
some
found
books.
him pretty entertaining.
Yeah, he was fun. I mean, he got mad at me when I tried to feed him when he was done eating.
Oh, I guess I can look around, see if there's anything else we can salvage from this place. Oh, it's a mess. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you can make an investigation if you like.
Oh,
Cell does say that. All right. Well, if you guys are doing that, I'm gonna head back. Let me know when you're done. Please don't keep me long. And he kind of just starts crawling over some of the rubble and kind of undergoing some of the stuff as he starts to go out of scene. Um, no, make a
wrong. Yeah, sorry.
investigation.
Investigation. Realize that I hit the wrong thing after. Oh, there it is.
A 14.
Better.
Um,
Better.
there honestly is, if there's really nothing, there's like broken bits and pieces of like from either furniture, or if you, as you kind of walk around, like if you found a book, it's probably burnt or like really bent up. um there's a lot of things that's just damaged and practically unusable.
Ah. Right.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I think I'm gonna go to his library, whatever's left of it.
Yeah.
Look for two books.
Okay. When you try to go up it, you can see like there's like a giant column and a couple of stones that's kind of like fallen in front of that doorway.
Oh, the dust. I'm just gonna cast levitate on one of the pillars and just try to lift him away.
Okay. Yeah, you try to levitate it, and go ahead and roll a d20 for
Mhm.
Right in the middle.
me. As you as it starts to move, you can start to hear like what sounds like more stones, kind of like rumbling and stuff. Like, do you want, because of your role? I'll let you. Are you going to continue or are you going to stop? It sounds like as it's moving, like stone shifting and other possible debris of that is probably holding whatever.
Sure. I can stop. Is there like a door or something?
What, to the library?
Yeah.
It's kind of like it fell, and it's like the door is kind of, I guess you would almost say, uh, busted in, but it's not completely broken. But all that stone and the column and stuff were like right up on
Can I like see through the door to the other side?
it. Sure, why not? I'll say, like small amount.
All I need, Misty Step.
Okay. As you misty step in, you are like instantly like kind of on your hands and knees, because of the uneven terrain and how everything is shifted. You can see, if at best, like 25% of this library, and a lot of the books are also like on the ground as well. Like you're like part of you is on stone and books. There's some that are still slightly in the shelving of what you can see, but
I am looking for a book about the Feywild. See if he has any.
okay. Go ahead and make a investigation.
27.
Okay. You try to start scurrying through any of the books that you have close by to you, and so far, no.
Useless. Well, and I'll just continue looking, see if there's any book that catches my interest whilst I'm at it.
Um, really, the books that you have currently that is from either on the shelf or kind of fallen um, seems to just be think of like a history book, but it's about like specific topics. Um, so it's more of like he has probably been trying to gather as much information about like in this particular area what was happening or what creatures roamed there, and it's like, okay, there used to be goblins in this part of the area. Then here's a book that he done research about goblins and stuff like that. So it's a lot of history like, but it's very specific. It's not a broad of history.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm just gonna leave again.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Would I actually? I don't really know this place very well. I wouldn't technically know where. I think the room we came in is technically his space where he puts special stuff. So I don't think
Yeah.
I necessarily need to go around looking for stuff. I guess I could pick up those go in the same hole she did. Sure, why not? I mean, she crawls up from a hole, and I could probably fit in better than her.
Oh, you go into that hole that Orissa went into?
Yes, I wish to investigate it more.
Okay. You kind of
Why
start
not?
to crawl into the hole, and as you kind of go slightly downwards, there's not like a ton of space down below.
Oh.
You could, if you really had to, you could. You talk about a pack of sardines. You could probably fit 3 typical humanoids, but again, that's like packed to packed on packed. Um. Uh. And so it there's not really anything there.
Sorry, distraction in the background. Oh, so there's not really anything there. Just more dust.
You like again, it's just like an empty spot, and like you don't see anything. You see what even looks like kind of like about like this big like almost uh it think of like an ice cream cone, how it gets smaller at the bottom of an indentation into the ground, but that's about it.
But like a spear, almost like banged to the ground.
Yeah.
Interesting. Duly noted.
But other than
Right.
that, it's completely empty.
Empty hole. Cool. I don't believe said hole. There's nothing there.
So, anybody else?
Well, before we do go, just grab those really random pieces of clothing that Rissa just happened to have.
Okay.
Is this food still good?
There's just piles of magically created food that
You
expires after 24 hours.
you don't
but stays
see
sitting
I don't-
around.
you don't
I
see
don't
any
think
of that.
that's good.
That's all gone.
You just don't see any. You see nothing but rubble. I'm sure if there was some, it probably got smashed, or
Yeah.
it's probably
I'd like to go
underneath
to the
rubble.
most. I'd like to go to the most prominent, non-rubble filled area in the room, and then just cast create food and water, and just make a pile of food right there, and just be like, for a memoriam to you, Ace.
He's looking from the afterlife. You motherfucker, die.
I knew there was a reason why I should have killed them all while I had the
Did you
chance.
actually create food for Cole? Look at that pizza.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
uh,
In
Alec
so
my
just
head, I
goes
just
and
think about how
takes
I
this
one
is
of
had
the
to.
gonna
food.
expire in
I
24
had to.
hours.
I had to run up here, so yeah. As soon as he made it, I was like, oh, I gotta eat this quick.
uh, but yeah, it's you were standing in kind of like a very early like ruined of a fort. If if what you hear of stories of adventurers who's or just stories in general where they've like came across some like extremely old building that has like dust and vines growing all over it, like this is what it looks like probably at the start
Oh
of all
yeah,
of
it's
that.
gonna become one of those buildings. Great. So Adventure's gonna walk in here and kill himself. It's gonna be a good time.
So as you all slowly make your way back to Sale, who's waiting uh, in the lower area of this ruined like fort, he just
Thanks for making pizzas, though.
he like looks at all of you and he's like, "Oh, y'all done? Y'all ready to go?"
Yeah. Let's just get out of here. What a waste of time.
All right. Let me check something. Da-da, da-da. Shouldn't have to, but I want
Yeah,
to.
this food's really good, so.
It's bland and flavorless and
Yeah.
just a mush.
Okay. So he
Indeed, you know
Best
what
mush I
goblins
ever
eat.
had.
he as the same as usual, all of you kind of grab hold of each other as he grabs a hold of one person, and unlike some other typical type, it's all of you just get sucked inwards, like a gravitational, just quickly pulling you all in. And as you all arrive back out on top of the Capitol, just uh, some of you, especially those who's probably eating during this, kind of felt slightly uneasy, but uh, you guys are back at Exolius on top of the castle. And so just, all right, well, look, whatever that was, I'm sorry. All right, sorry for your loss. But from what you guys have told me, that he was trying to become an ally, if I'm correct. I'm sorry. Okay, but now we have other things to worry about and other things to do. So
Tell me about it.
I think we're going to be busy for a little bit, but where are you guys going to now? Or are you staying to help?
No, we have something to do.
Something
Going
to
to
Going
a,
after a certain round object that
yeah,
needs return.
we're going to Myla, so to deal with something that will otherwise extremely go out of hand.
Very well.
Mhm.
Well,
Imagine that list we talked about that you also have. This one is at the top at the moment.
You wouldn't happen to be
Number
able to
one.
teleport to Milo, would you?
No, we don't want to
unfortunately,
risk
I'm
teleporting.
fresh out, and no.
I
Mila's
didn't
No,
know
we have
you'd
to.
not.
never been there.
I have been there. It's not a place you really want to mess around with. There, uh, you got some warlord over there who has a massive amount of forces all over that country. So just be safe, mind your manners, don't do anything stupid. As he kind of looks towards you, Arissa and Sabira. But thank you again. After allowing my brain to kind of slowly come back, I'm sorry for my rudeness, but
Mm.
thank you. And he kind of nods a little bit and starts to walk off. So you all are standing there in a.
Once I think he's out of earshot, I lean over to Arissa and I say, "What do you think, Swiss? Being stupid or being the person who has to be rescued by stupid people?"
A question for the ages.
That's a good question, actually.
Alec weighs in. He's definitely the person who needs saving from stupid people because you got to be extra stupid to need stupid people, right? Right? Right?
I mean,
Surely that's the logic here.
yeah, I mean, he did get beaten by some like little weenie people, so you know.
Arissa, you're sounding very deep
Yeah, it's the
today.
dust. It's the
Yeah,
dust
did
that
that
settled
dust
in
really
my
Oh, the
throat.
dust.
number on you? My goodness. Ugh.
Oh, good thing for me, I didn't have to breathe the whole time we were there, so I didn't get any dust in my lungs.
I don't know what was in the air there, but I think that Ace. I don't know what he did with his air, but fuck.
He
I mean,
he
that,
uh
that was
bro.
he accidentally forgot to turn on his humidifier, guys. I cut him some slack. He didn't have hands to work with, so you know,
we're blaming him for it. We're gonna blame him for it.
you guys left without turning it on for him. How dare you?
We had.
Hey, I left
Hey.
food.
So,
Yeah, it was good.
what are you guys doing now?
Let's see.
Should we start making our way to the acid springs, or is it? I don't remember what it. Right? No.
Acid Springs. What do you mean?
Where the
Well,
spherical object is.
Oh, you mean south of Shriko? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. The ruins of it, anyway.
I mean, yeah, what's
Everything's in
left of it.
Yeah,
ruins.
maybe we should go back and get that jewel now that we have the chance.
Saburo looks at you. What, Jewel?
Jewel. Yeah. I'm the same. Jewel.
Don't even get me started on it.
No, we don't want to get started on it.
I
Just
would
wait
love to
3
know what this
days, and
jewel
then
is.
You
if you
don't.
wait a
So,
couple days, one of us will probably get started
Alec
on it.
likes jewels. Okay.
I
You'll
mean,
What is
really
the
like
jewel?
this one.
it's not the kind of jewel you want, really. It's more like a possessive
It's
item.
actually the kind of
on your
jewel
head.
everyone wants, actually.
Oh,
It's
wait a
quite
minute.
powerful.
Is this the weird thing that made you guys do weird stuff?
Yes, it is.
yes.
Okay, never mind. Count me out. I'm done. Hell no.
It's never
Yeah,
made me
maybe-
do weird things.
Someone has to protect you guys from yourselves. That would be me.
I mean,
Maybe
I'm
you
still
should
the team.
blindfold yourself.
I've got you, homies.
Oh, good. It's good to know.
Anyway, we need to find some supplies for that crap. So I need to go find some. I don't know what would be good. Any metal, I suppose, lead or something.
Sure, they probably have lots of that kind of stuff at the castle.
I just need a
Um,
bunch of random lead. I don't. Doesn't matter what shape.
Cool. Guess we can just walk around until we find some.
Are
Or
you
ask
walking
someone.
around the castle, or
This
No,
is
just
the
gonna go
Roman
to a
city
fucking
where
blacksmith.
Are the
I'm gonna go
pipes
to.
lined
They
with
can go
lead?
walk around the castle. I'll go to a blacksmith. They can. They can walk around. I'll pick them up later.
um, okay, uh, you kind of start venturing outwards after going through the castle and heading into the city itself. Um, you can see um, people from civilians to the Northern Army who's kind of doing patrols around the city. You have the civilians who seem to be trying to figure out what to do, um, as they're kind of like being told, try to help pick up here or trying to redo some areas. Just and it's at this moment they're in the like try to get started on the cleanup process, uh, and it's very chaotic. Because at this current moment there is just no structure to any of this. A lot of people are frightened. You can see people are scared. You can see people trying to just pack their things, and like people arguing in the streets. Um, People are like trying to barter for like either horses or a buggy, and there's like there is none. Um, it's just a very chaotic scene, but it's not like the end of the world type scene. It's just this place has never seen something like this before, of this chaotic like nature. The death toll that is just in the streets. You can see a couple of the armies who are trying to move either the remains of their fallen or civilians, or trying to figure out what to do with some of the remains of like the Death Knights, and some of the remains you just see it looks more of like goo, but some parts of like their material, um, uh, like their tattooed clothing and stuff, they're kind of like trying to pile it all in one place and light it on fire type deal. But you try to find a blacksmith, um, and you go into a recent place that you guys have been, and I'll pull it up. Why not? I recently had it up too. Da, 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 da. Who was the blacksmith?
I mean, if worse comes to worse, I could always just create a temporary 1 hour long.
Yeah, but at least I need
bed.
permanent metal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not looking for a blacksmith person. I'm just looking for the shop itself. I don't need a person. I just need to go in and take stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you have came across the Exalted Grove that you guys I think have visited before. I'm pretty sure.
Could be.
Maybe. Who knows?
But you, as
What
you
was
guys,
it called?
the Exalted Grove. Um, you kind of walk in, and there's about like two of the northern guards that are kind of like standing in there with this male elf who's like trying to clean some of the stuff and trying to put stuff in certain places. But it's kind of quiet, but it's definitely like not like destroyed in any way of fashion, but just like things knocked over and so on and so forth.
I walk in like I own the place.
Uh, the elf kind of doesn't like look in your general direction. He's too busy, but one of the army men kind of looks over. Yeah, what can I do you for?
No, I just need some metal to take with me.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's selling at the moment.
I mean, I don't. Of course, he just throws like 100 gold, like on the ground, but that should compensate for anything. And I just take like I just go look at some metal that I want.
Um, okay, what he has at this current moment, it's mostly steel that he has.
Fine, it's fine.
Okay.
Anything will do.
He one of the
It's not like we're dealing with.
one of the
Not
army
like
men
any
just kind
metal
of like
elf.
picks it up and he's just um hey Ronard here. She's obviously paying some really good money for some gold or paying some really good gold for some metal you said. Uh
Mm.
yeah. Where did I put it last? Go check the back room. Just whatever. I'm busy. Just try not to take anything too expensive, please. And he just tries to go back. It seems like he's trying to just get his shop in order and like find out if anything's there or what is missing.
I'm gonna go look in the back.
You go in the back, and that's kind of you see a okayish amount of steel. There's some that are like steel bars, and then some that you see like kind of like the ore that hasn't been processed through yet. So
I just need enough to make a a box that will fit around the orb.
if
I mean, I would be able to eyeball it, I suppose.
yeah, I said the orb was probably like a softball size, and so I would like to think just one either bar or should possibly do you.
Yeah, probably the steak and bar.
All right.
I just say like, oh, when I walk, I'll just take it. I'll just be like, okay, there you go. And as we walk away, that money was from Lily anyway.
Uh, to
Talking about that, how much money did I take from Lily?
oh, that's right. Let's see. I think it was. I don't think I ever said how many bags, but
No,
I think
I
that
just swiped everything.
uh there were about 3 bags. One had roughly about 50, and two other ones had about like 100 gold.
There you go.
Especially just
Giving it
through
back.
one of those bags.
Yeah, giving it to the economy, right?
Okay, there you go. But you got yourself a 1 bar of steel.
Hell yeah. So is there anything you guys want to do here, or are we?
Joseph, could I try to find my way to that potion shop that I had promised to be a return customer of?
Go ahead and make a investigation if you remember where.
Uh, I'm great at this, aren't I? 14.
You have a general direction, but
15.
you you kind of get told to, like, this area is blocked off, go somewhere else. This area is blocked off, go somewhere else. And you um you finally make it to where you think it's the store, and like it's a lot of the front end area has just been like smashed in.
I go inside, making myself look like the human form that I was in last time I was here as I walk in.
You go inside and you kind of like hear the sound of the glass as you're stepping on it. Um, there's it's besides the light that is shining through of what little bit look around, it's dark and there's nobody here.
Okay. I see through all darkness. I'm just gonna try and look around, see if I find any potions that aren't destroyed.
At the current moment, there is none.
Okay. Just no, not even a chance to look.
I mean, you can make an investigation check. There's nothing in this shop.
Natural one. There's nothing in this shop.
There's nothing in this shop. I'm just trying to help you slightly ahead of time.
Yeah.
It's. I'll say this. You kind of gather the fact that you're not sure if it was stolen or if it was possibly
Destroyed.
took ahead of time, but you don't see like you don't see something like rolling on the ground like, oh, this must have been missed because people were still in a hurry. There's absolutely nothing besides the rubble and part of the building that was slightly caved in.
Okay. Then I'll just leave, and as I leave, return to looking like an air genasi.
Anybody else?
Nope, I promised to return, and I did. Technically wasn't a lie.
Is that chocolate shop that? Gosh, I'm trying to draw a blank on the name right now. It's still standing. Got robbed.
If it is, please burst through the door demanding you get all the chocolate.
Uh, Surprisingly enough, it is still standing.
All right, I'm gonna walk in.
You you go to walk in, but the door won't budge.
Can I try and ram it?
Make a
Is
strength.
it locked?
How about throwing Tay into the door? That should work.
I can't throw. But I can't throw myself.
I can throw you.
Let's see if I can bust it down. If I can't get it bust down, then we'll try that.
Okay. Okay.
All right, go ahead and
Alright.
make a strength
Ready?
check.
10.
You break the solid glass that was in the middle of this entire door pretty easily, and you're standing in a slightly dimmed lit building.
Are you guys opened?
You hear no response.
Maybe I can throw Zoe in for good measure.
Yeah, maybe.
The potion shop wasn't that far from the candy shop either, if I remember. Because I'm pretty sure I like walked out the door and saw Alistar's shenanigan or something, and just ran.
I'm sure, but
Or no.
I'm taking this as you all did this like simultaneously at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, Tay, I remember it now. Tay ran out of the candy shop and ran to where I was and was like, "Zoe, we gotta go." And I just grabbed her and teleported.
That's funny. Hmm.
So,
Alright. Can I see if there's anything in here for
like, go ahead and
uh
make an investigation check. What are you looking for?
chocolate? Well, I gotta see what it's so great about this chocolate that got
Well, investigation.
that got 16.
You're pretty sure there's no chocolate in this store.
Alec needs
Eh.
an explanation about chocolate.
Oh, our former friend Alistar, well, I guess she's still our friend. She got into a big chocolate addiction and she robbed a candy store for some chocolate.
Oh, so you're repeating it. Okay.
Well, it's not robbing if there's nobody in here.
So no
It's
luck
looting.
with chocolate?
No luck.
Maybe I can have a look. We'll find this chocolate. We got this.
You wanna?
Well, I
Are
was wondering.
you gonna investigate the store?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
I was wondering what's so great about this chocolate that got her to rob it.
Let's find out. My investigation is incredible.
There is no signs of chocolate.
God damn it.
Like, there's for a second you thought like, oh, it was hiding behind this, and you pull it out, and it's like, oh no, it's just a potato. Like
Potato and
what's
chocolate, very similar.
Can we take a bite out of the potato and see if it tastes like chocolate?
tastes like a potato.
Damn it. Fooled by potatoes once more.
Dreaded potatoes. They are the true evil.
Darn
Alec
it.
declares war on all potatoes.
I mean, you know, about 2 shops down, there is like a kind of like a stand, and one of the signs is like potatoes.
Oh, alright. Alec's going there. He's mad.
Oh my god.
I mean,
What, are you gonna
it's
kick this?
it's just a stand. There's nobody there, but the sign it has just the word potatoes.
Take the sign down.
Is there any potatoes at all in the area?
Do what?
Is there any potatoes in the area near this potato sign?
You kind of like look into the stand a little bit, and there's like, I don't know, 4. You know what? Here, I'll roll for this.
Roll a percentile die, why not?
There is 7 potatoes just lying on the ground.
Hell yeah. Alright, so Alec picks up the potatoes one by one and just starts launching them as far as
Cool,
he
can I?
possibly can.
Can I
In
try?
an absolute rage. He is so infuriated that he did not get this chocolate.
Uh,
After the
here-
first launch, can I ask Alec, hey, let's see who can throw the potato the farthest.
Yes,
just
sir. Let's
just
do that.
both of you make one strength check,
Okay.
Okay.
and this will see who has been launching the farthest.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Too late.
Okay.
Oh wait, I clicked the wrong thing, I think.
Well, that's fine. Tay, you're not sure what it is, but these potatoes ain't going far. They're probably just weird shaped a little bit. That
Mhm.
so you read a kid's book that tells you that something going against the wind, it doesn't really go far. Alec, on the other hand, who's like right above you, is just launching them. Um, Alec, high or low?
Oh no.
It's probably gonna hit me as I'm walking out of the rubble.
No.
High.
High? Okay.
Always high. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay. As you're just launching them and launching them, there was some guy like helping like an old lady, kind of like out
Oh,
of
no,
something,
no,
and
no,
he
no,
just
no.
gets slammed with a potato, and like she kind of looks at him and is like, I've seen this all too long. And just start shoveling away. You won't get to me this time, potatoes.
And
That the guy's not dead, but I mean he is out.
Ah. He's gonna wake up. He's gonna be like, "What? What hit me?
Alec just yelled "score" in the background.
Ah, damn it! You hit a person first."
Good point. Just-
It's like you can't. It's like you can't see it, but Alec, you feel as though like a sense of happiness inside.
I'm very happy right now. I succeeded in my war against potatoes, although their sign is still there. So
Can
he
we,
feels
can we
inclined
break
to
this
remove
sign?
it, and yeah. He offers Tay like,
Oh,
"You want us to destroy this? Like they took our chocolate, man.
let's do it. All right. Yeah, they took our chocolate.
You guys are save the city
Save the city
Just
from
throw a
potatoes."
potato
so that
slice.
you can destroy it.
Yeah, that's about
We
right.
aren't destroying
Hey,
it. We're just
hey.
destroying
Guys,
the potatoes.
this potato guy who just got hit in the head is gonna come back when we're level 20 and be the BBEG. He's gonna turn into a lich and try and come back and kill us because of this potato.
He's
I hit him in the
he's
head.
he's
I'm
gonna
so
go
mad.
far beyond lich levels.
Potato.
He'll
Lich.
ascend to
He-
godhood.
He's gonna like take over a god portion and be like, "Right, where those potato chuckers at?"
He becomes
Alright.
the god of potatoes.
As long as he is a
Never-
potato god, I'm impressed with it, and I'm okay with this. I'm on board.
But anyways, what else do
Moving
you
on.
what else do you guys do? What are you guys doing besides destroying the city?
I mean, whilst they're busy
was
destroying the city, I'm just playing cards. Subordinates are playing cards whilst they're busy destroying the city.
I'm not. I'm probably just walking somewhere. I don't know where. Pick a spot, DM. I'm walking somewhere. Don't
Into
really
the pit
care.
of doom.
It's the
Into the pit of
alley.
doom. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll go.
It's
Are
the
She
you
was
alley.
are
walking
you
by
trying
herself down an
are you
alley.
trying to find
We're
something
gonna-
or are you just walking?
No, probably just aimlessly walking around the city.
Okay, cool.
Because that's fun.
Just roll a d20 for me.
Don't walk
Okay.
down any alleys.
Don't look.
Or potato
Or
shot.
do.
I'm sure she knows better than to go down an alley. I'm hoping,
Does she
at
know?
least at this point,
If I
she's
see
smart enough to not go in an alley.
you've never been in this part of the area before, but you're walking.
Yay! New area.
So, are you, like, is this what you guys doing for the rest of the day? Like, what are you guys doing?
No, it's time to get going, but just waiting for people to be done with their bullshit.
Did you not like
Okay.
our potato war?
Well, I didn't see any of it.
No,
Oh,
but even Akuma wasn't
missed
there
out.
for it. You guys were the only ones there messing with potatoes.
I don't think I missed out.
No,
I'll even say at some
you'll
point,
pull me out later.
Basira comes and like finds the board. And she's like, "Are you going to help me get back to this, or are you just gonna like sit around all day?" I
Saber's like 4 aces, I win. Ah, fuck. Then she looks up at
Somebody got knocked unconscious.
What? Yeah, I can help. We're just hanging out. I mean,
you can
Is
hang
that
out
right?
later. We have other people we have to see.
they're not really my problem.
It is now. Get up. And she's just like
Someone's
on her.
unconscious.
She is on her case.
Good luck finding
Someone's
everybody else.
unconscious. They got hit by a potato. I don't know what happened, but they're
I
unconscious.
look, Sabura. I'm pretty much out of spells. I need to rest. There's some poor soul who just got creamed by I don't know what.
How do you get creamed after everything is done?
I look, just please
That's poor
Where is
Seth.
he?
come
Is that
get.
idiot lying over there?
She kind of like starts doing the anime thing where like she just like takes her by the arm and it just drags her. And it's just come on.
Where's 20 strength?
Well, look, Visira's doing it this time.
It
So
just takes one roll where Basira rolls higher. That's all
And
it
it's just
takes.
80
You
strength.
can drag him.
She just has to roll higher one time.
so I guess
Dude,
after
a pile of mush.
your
on
guys'
his face.
shenanigans, I'll say it's better part of the entire day.
I've just been wandering around the city for a little bit.
As you guys have slowly reconvened with each other, as Arissa has invented a new game of cards that she calls solitaire, sitting in front of the castle door, just waiting for you all to return.
I'm gonna finish off that potato that I found in the candy shop.
Well, let's get going. Time to eagle up. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Lekker. Kaka.
So, as both of you transform and start to head off your way, uh, how far are you guys pushing it? Because it's, I mean, you guys have already spent like a half of, pretty much half, if not slightly a little bit more than half the day.
We've been doing this.
Yeah, you know, messing around.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think we just get out of the city a little ways and land.
We can travel for a solid 4 hours, probably, right?
Yeah,
4 hours.
probably.
Let's do that.
4 hours would get us where, like here?
Let's see.
Or
I
here.
mean, with eagle speed, right? Not human speed.
Yeah. We're trying to go down here, right? Or are we
No, right
trying to
here.
go here? Okay.
I'll put it at 45 because I think that's at least 3 hexes for you guys, and that should be decent enough for eagles. As you all in front of the uh, castle doors, uh, yeah, in front of the castle doors, both Arissa and Akuma transform into their eagles as everybody hops onto their uh, respective rides and start to fly out. And as you guys fly out, you can see parts of the smoke that is kind of coming out of this city. While everything wasn't on fire, so it's not like a lot of smokes. It's more of burning things, whether it's the dead bodies or the dead materials that came off of their foes. Um, but that is more of the sight you get as you all start to kind of curve into a higher slight altitude, heading over the gate and out your way, and you guys can see still just of a change with the nice lush of forest on your right, um, with the deadness to the left as you all kind of travel for a decent bit until uh, it gets to a decent point within the night for you all to stop and kind of land to get your nightly situations.
Uh,
So, is anybody wanting to do anything before you all head off to bed?
I
I
want to
can keep
scry
the
on the
watch.
location where I left the orb.
Okay. Um, are you are you trying to scry like on the orb itself or just the area?
The orb itself, in the sense of the area I left the orb in.
Because there's going to be two different ones, and so I need you to pick one.
Yeah, the area that the orb is, like, literally, imagine the orb,
The 40 feet
that area where
underground
it's
that
lying.
she left
Okay, you
morbid.
you go to start scrying, and you see the orb, uh, kind of just sitting in liquid, almost like green like water, and that's kind of all you see all around it.
Problematic. But
what
manageable, I
is?
suppose. Or it just like snaps out of it. Oh, where I left the orb is like watery and shit now. Probably bad.
Yeah.
It looks green.
Is it regular? Oh, okay, I was gonna say if it's regular water, I could easily just go under there and be perfectly fine.
Ah,
Yeah.
poison. I mean, the air was poisoned last time we were there, so.
Hold my breath forever. I don't know if I've said that.
I mean, this doesn't look like poison. This more looks like a different kind of green. Guess we'll see when we get there.
Yay.
Like for expedience sake, I would have also messaged the boat guy about a timetable, but
Yay.
expediency sake, I don't want the fucking RP
Um,
against that bullshit.
yeah, he just says he'll talk to you when you get here. So he's
Yeah, exactly.
awaiting for you guys' arrival at least.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Okay.
Boats.
So the next day, which is the 4th, um, as it's, and once again, it's, you guys are slowly actually getting used to now of a nice warmer temperature, as things are like in the mid 50s, um, with the light air kind of slightly blowing the sun out with no kind of clouds in sight. So you guys, what are you doing?
Continue.
Okay. As both Akuma and Orisa once again transform into their eagle forms as they continue their flight. How far are you guys going?
As close to the edge of what we're gonna.
Okay.
As close to the edge, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, as you guys start to fly in that direction, I'll put you right there. My eagle friends, go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Mm. Perception.
Roll a d20. I think you get a +4, Akuma, as an eagle.
You get advantage. So does a 20.
Roll
Yeah,
it
you go.
one more time. Because, yeah, you get advantage on perceptions as eagles. Okay.
That's a 17.
Um, you guys, as you are kind of coming, and again, since it's a cloudless day, there's not really much to obstruct your view. As you guys, especially you, Arissa, with the 26, I believe.
No, 20.
20?
Yeah, it's a 10 and a 16, but it adds together.
Ah, okay, cool.
It's a 20.
So, uh, you guys, especially you, Arissa, can see this whole area has definitely changed now from the last time that you all have saw it. You can see kind of like a really big, uh, kind of like imagine like a lake that was never there before, but the color itself is of a greenish color, and you, Arissa, definitely see something that looks like, at least from this height, like a centipede kind of rolling or scurrying on the ground, just through the water, um, kind of climbing up on little bits of rock, as the terrain itself is slightly altered in some ways that has seemed to have created like a waterfall of this green like liquid. Um, Up top, it seems kind of like a high rise of earth that seem to have rose, and on that has kind of like a smaller portion of like a lake, and it is overflowing from this waterfall, hitting other cliffs down below as it kind of comes down and it starts to form even bigger down below. Um, as you guys was kind of slightly hovering over one of the rivers that it seems has formed due to this overabundance of water or this green like water. Um, but it is there. And the rest of you can see the half of what I pretty much described as well.
Okay.
I think I'll just
It's more of,
go down and land.
so you all uh, decide to make sure the area seems to be fine. A little bit rocky here or there, but nothing too bad as you all come to a complete landing. About say about I don't know 50-ish like yards away from this river like that you guys are kind of close to.
As I shift back into normal form, I'm gonna take out a copper piece and I'm just gonna throw it into the river. See what it does.
Okay. As you throw it in there, you can see it's like at the moment it kind of has like a little bit of a bubble here or there, but it does kind of flow. But as you kind of throw something in there, you can hear that of and like the little parts of smoke that kind of comes off of it.
Yep, acid. I'm sorry.
Acid.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That
I mean, I have a
would that
really
make
simple plan of getting it, but it requires a little bit of help, I suppose.
Uh-huh.
does that require one of us to dive down there and get it?
No, not at all. I mean, it requires me to put myself in the line of fire, I suppose. But because I know exactly where it is. Since none of you saw where I put it, but I know where I put it, and then I also scryed on this, so I know where it is now. But let's see something quickly. Okay, good.
I mean, couldn't
Alec,
we
if I
just get
remember correctly,
close and then have
uh,
someone like Akuma use her hand to try and grab it out of the water?
it's buried on the ground. I just look at Alec. I remember Sabura being capable of protecting people of different elements. One of them being, or types of damage, I suppose, if you want to put it like that, and one of them being acid.
Acid.
Protection from energy. It's a spell you have.
Maybe I should be the one that gets it because you're kind of fragile.
I mean, if everything goes well, I will be in and out really quickly. 12 seconds
What if
out. Oh, well, probably a bit more because I need to make the thing as well. So, I mean, I could take someone with me in case, but other than that,
I can probably go with in case it goes bad?
although I'm not sure if the spell helps.
Yeah, I'll probably still.
I can have a quick look. 1 second.
Should be
If
in
you
your
don't
turn
have it,
now.
I can just dive. If she doesn't have it, I can dive down and get it still. It's only acid. It's not like it's gonna burn too much.
Maybe it'll tickle.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
mean, it'll do a lot more than tickle. It'll eat away at you. So,
Yeah, that won't be very pretty.
I'm not very tasty, so I don't think that's a good idea.
I think out of all of us, you're probably the tastiest.
If the acid is a fairy, maybe.
I mean, Tay's probably the best judge of which one of us would be the tastiest, right? She's the only one of us who's even
Okay, yeah, it
humanoid.
works for acid. It's right.
Alec probably would be.
There you go.
I'm way too stringy anyway.
The expert says that it's
Cool,
Alec.
mate.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, it's late already, right? It's getting late now, right? At this point. When
You're
a jet. What
no,
time
no.
is it?
I'm gonna say it's like midday. As Eagles, you guys travel
Midday.
pretty fast, so you only traveled because you went there 1, 2, 3, close to kind of 4 or 5, so it's slightly past midday. So it's not like it's late. There's still daylight. It's in retrospect, think about like I don't know 2 to 3 o'clock.
Mhm.
We could probably get it.
Well, we can go get it now, I suppose.
I
Just to clarify, when one of the spells says concentration up to an hour, how does this work exactly?
It means that you cannot
So-
cast another concentration spell for an hour if you
Okay,
want to
that's
keep it the
fine.
entire duration.
So I can still do other things, I guess.
Yeah,
Right.
concentration means that you're focusing on the spell.
Okay, okay,
Mhm.
that's fine. Thank you.
DM, I have a question.
And I have ears.
Can I look around in this acid and see if there's anything that seems like it's taking longer to dissolve?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. So you're trying to discern if something
There's any
is
material that might take a bit longer to dissolve in it?
let me look at something.
Can I put a stick in the acid and see how long that takes?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
not you.
Oh.
It was Zoe.
Oh.
As you're looking, it's really hard to tell of what is burning more, what is burning less, what is burning faster, what is burning slower.
Okay. Well, I was going to say I might be able to make us a temporary boat that we could use, but I'm not sure what might last longer in here, and I'll kick like a rock into the acid and just watch it dissolve.
As you do, you can hear that and the steam kind of coming off of it as it seems to possibly be eroding away.
I've got a weird
Can I
idea.
throw it?
Is there sand? A bunch of sand nearby?
Sand? No.
Sand.
You guys are more in
No.
a rocky-ish like terrain.
I mean, I guess we could go fly over it, go to sand. Because
You want some
know,
glass, and I'll pull out an empty potion bottle.
a bit more than that.
I pull out a second empty potion bottle.
Where's the pulled out another empty? Oh, I also have one.
I got
I mean,
one
I could
too.
also just create a 5-foot cube of glass.
I mean, that
It would
would
last
work out.
12 hours.
I mean, that will serve our purpose. Just make it.
I mean, glass counts as stone or gem, right?
Does it?
I would think it would count as stone, right?
I
It's
feel like
not a
that.
precious
Looks in
metal.
the air.
I feel like that would be possibly be pushing it, as glass is more refined and not.
Okay, crystal counts as a gem, right?
Well, I would
Fine
Need-
crystal.
I would assume. I wouldn't say fine, but I would assume a gem would be like of gems.
I mean,
I mean,
stone is.
you could literally make a
It
pile of
says you
sand and
can
we can
create
turn it.
mineral objects such as stone. I could create the sand, and she could, and that would last 12 hours if I create sand.
So you guys are trying to create a glass boat.
I think
No,
so.
no, no, we're not
No?
creating a glass boat because we don't need a boat. I just need protection for when we're in there.
Glass
glass-
shield.
No, just don't question my madness right now.
I mean,
Just
I
make the
can
sand.
create a pile of sand.
Just do it.
But also-
Create the biggest pile you can.
I create a 5-foot pile, a 5-foot cubic pile of sand, and then as soon as it's created, it just goes turns into a regular pile.
I
Like
just
I'll just be
everyone.
pulling the shadows out from under everybody's ears or whatever, and twisting it around until it forms this 5-foot cube
Very well.
of sand. That then, as soon as it fully forms as a cube, it just goes and like turns into a regular pile.
How do?
Okay, everyone move back. Let's get this party started. I'm
Okay.
gonna fireball the sand pile. That should work. That should make glass.
That's more of an explosion, so wouldn't the sand just go?
No, because it's heat, right?
Yeah.
I would fire
Firebolt.
just above it so the heat would radiate down onto it. Physics.
Firebolt or fireball?
So she's
Fireball.
going. What is my life now?
Yes. We need glass.
Make
Science.
just make an Arcana check. To,
Hell yeah,
to,
Arcana check.
to see if you can.
I don't like that roll. I'm gonna be lucky about this. No more. 15.
Okay. Okay. You.
Madness. D&D. Fucking deal with it.
So you kind of have. It's not obviously perfect. It's not like flat. It is.
No, of course not.
But it is a very rough, somehow still in shape though. You have like a sheet of glass.
Hell yeah.
Is this like a
It's not very
boogie
big,
board?
but
Ruslan looks at everyone. Ah, well, step 2 of my madness. I'm gonna use fabricate to create like imagine boots, like sort of like not like Wellingtons, sort of like that, but then made out of glass, slightly too big so that I know I can fit in.
Glass rubbers.
Glass rubbers.
That's adorable.
okay,
Oh, that's gonna be
you
so painful if that actually gets in the boots.
um
I'm just imagining two
go
vials
ahead.
of acid stuck to someone's foot now.
I'll say this: we're going to roll another Arcana check as you're standing there, and you're going to fabricate it around your foot because there's no way you can slip your foot in. This ain't no glass slippers.
No.
Wait, are you saying
Well,
Arissa is
Things
not
go bad. Your
Cinderella?
foot is
What?
just going to be
I'm
stuck
no,
in a
I'm
pool
making
of acid.
I'm making knee highs out of glass.
This
Hello?
is how you lose a foot.
Knee highs out of glass. Very stylish of you.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there
Sexy.
anywhere that
26.
Alec can get some? I think he would rock them.
Okay, you
They're pretty good.
you made not necessarily all the way up to the knee, but somewhat close of glass boots. And I will probably say that was roughly a lot of the material, just because.
Yeah, it's fine. I was planning to do it on my own anyway because of magic bullshits. I look at everyone. There we go. Halfway sorted.
Eh,
Now try taking a step into the acid just because I'm curious.
I'm just gonna like poke my foot into the acid.
Just gonna dip it in.
Well, I mean, it. Okay. You go to tip your foot in, just a little bit, and you can kind of hear like the sizzling sound. But as you pull your foot out to check, it seems fine. Like nothing's happening to it. But
See, it's the sand that under my foot or the dirt under my foot that evaporated.
Oh, look, clean boots.
but you got to be extremely careful of where you're walking in glass fucking boots.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
imagine the tragedy.
There's
Oh.
not going to be a lot of traction, is there?
Nope.
Maiden,
maybe watch where you step.
Tread
Dude,
on
you
it.
step on a
don't
rock.
worry about it.
The last tread.
I
Should we
just go
probably
to
carry you
Akuma.
around?
Well, I mean, we can all pile onto Akuma bird, I suppose, but now we have to fly over the place and I have to go teleport into it.
Cool. Fly everybody over the acid.
You won't be able to carry everybody.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said you
So-
can't carry everyone.
I mean, if we rest, I can go back in my lamp. I assume I was in my lamp on the
That
way
still
here.
doesn't mean she can
Yeah.
carry everybody.
Well, then it would be 3 people.
She only needs to technically carry me and Alec because Alec needs to cast a spell before I go in.
Oh, so I only need to take 2 people. Everybody else can just stay on this.
I'm going to
Right
sit
here.
down and start casting creation on the river's bank. And this time I'm going to attempt to create a glass 5-foot by 5-foot little boat.
Oh. With some
Does Arissa
glass
need this
oars.
spell now?
I mean, I don't know how long it takes to fly there, so that's the thing.
Okay.
Go
That's
ahead
It
and
takes longer than.
Glass. Make sure you get the glass oars
What does
too.
DMG say about a glass boat?
It sounds like it might sink. It sounds like heavy. Unless it was like really thin glass.
I mean, the Hindenburg was a lead balloon and it flew
yeah,
temporarily.
it sucks that the
Oh my
Hindenburg
God.
was not in my world.
True.
I mean, I can do some calculations for you as an engineer and tell you what size the boat needs to be in order to float volumetrically by displacing the acid under it. But
Oh boy. I mean, could take trips.
So I will say this. Okay, so hold on. You're trying to create glass, right?
yep, that counts as a mineral, right?
Well, again, that is more refined. You can
Doesn't
create.
say I can't make a refined material.
Mm, I'm gonna say no. You can't just make glass out of thin air.
You can make metal, you don't just make ore.
That or because that actually states metals.
Yeah. So you could make like steel, which technically is a carbon iron alloy and not just a naturally occurring ore.
Okay, but you can't make glass.
It says mineral. Glass
Is
is made
glass a
of
mineral
mineral.
though?
Glass is not a
Yeah.
mineral. Glass was refined from minerals.
Hmm.
Sure.
If Minecraft had really taught me anything.
I mean, you can,
Crystal is
I
a
mean, I don't
type
even
of
know why you're
glass.
making a boat. You can fly.
I'm not saying you
No,
can't. It
glass
says
is
you can
not
do
mineral.
crystal, but I'm just saying you can't do glass. Because it says you can do crystal, but you can't do glass.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, glass
crystal up
isn't a
there.
Guys,
crystal.
I'll aim for a crystal boat.
Crystal.
Okay.
Quartz.
Um, you create a crystal like very small boat that
Five
can
foot
fit
by 5 foot boat.
like one person.
You want to go into your lamp? Does it have oars?
No? I figured I could fly and push it from behind.
It's and I'm just at this moment it's sitting on ground. It's not in the acid.
I push it into the acid.
Okay.
No, wait. I go, Tay, you should climb on.
Okay.
And then I push it into the acid.
Okay. As you push it into the acid, I guess as all of you are watching this, or unless you already took
I mean,
off.
I
Should
mean,
I leave?
let us just say we did this. They did this after we took off. So I want to.
Yeah,
I
I was
want
gonna
to.
say, I just took off with everybody.
Okay, so she already took off. All right, so you do
This is funny.
instantly start to hear that little all around Tay as you're in this boat as Zoe is pushing this inside. For the current moment, it seems okay. Um,
I go past.
Tay,
Yes.
just make an intelligence check for me.
Oh no. And this is how Tane
Just-
died.
6.
Okay. So as Zoe has pushed this into the acid, right, and you hear this sound, but it doesn't seem like something's happening yet. Zoe, you notice though it does start to sink, like it's sinking. As Tay, I would like to think weighs a lot more than the crystal of that boat, and all
Oh
of her
gosh.
material.
I will say metal boats float. Technically, if it's
Me.
displacing enough liquid, it would float. But I'm just gonna go with this because it's funny.
So
As soon as it's like getting to the lip of the boat, I'll just grab Tay out of it as the acid comes over the edge.
I'll say as it looks like the boat is sinking, and like as the acid looks like it's about to come over, and you quickly pull Tay out. Kind of like that weight, kind of slowly allows it to come back up.
Okay, try again.
Lowers her back down onto the boat.
It starts to go back down, but the problem is it's also moving away.
Yeah.
So you guys have to like now actually catch it. Actually,
I am flying. So,
okay. Well, as you guys are playing with
Yes, yeah.
that,
Playing with acid.
the
they're
other
flying away. They've already flown away. I was just trying to sacrifice Tay to the acid.
the other three who had started to fly your way. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to say this. You you probably have already passed 1 hour of your polymorph spell, and so you're on your second one. So however long,
And
how
she has extend.
yeah,
Yeah.
however many you have, that's up for you to count. So you're already you're on your extend, so that's good because extend will push it to 2 hours. So
Yeah,
you're
she has 9 hours of extend. So
okay. So you at this current moment with just this going on, you're like 30 minutes until 2 hours. Just that's all I'm saying. But you guys start to kind of fly over, and you can see how high are you guys going? Out of curiosity.
I mean, high enough to not be close to anything.
Yeah, whatever.
I was gonna say that high enough.
I
High enough,
Jordan.
man.
I
I
thought
can't see it in front of me, so high enough that we're not like coasting over the water like
hey
the
look,
birds.
I just want to be sure, I don't know what you guys maybe you guys want to just be 5 feet
Dead.
above the ground like, people making
Yeah,
crystal
there's some
boats.
centipede thing is gonna come out and like yoink the bird down. No, thank you very much.
As you guys are coasting at a decent height to not possibly be attacked by any,
Eaten.
you guys do see these
Bless you.
some could say like centipedes, some could say like giant caterpillar likes as they are crawling amongst the ground, almost like they're leaving. Like you're not quite sure if it's uh the acid from the water, as it if they are going on dry land or if they're climbing up part of the um rigid rocks that it's coming off of them, or if they are just them themselves like a snail leaving this type of trail.
That's cool.
But you do see about three of them just in different locations, but they're scurrying around this entire thing, like
Mhm.
going into the water, kind of coming out. They're pretty freaking big.
Mm,
Pretty fucking scary.
yeah.
I want to.
Are they like my size or like half my size?
Hold
No,
on.
Just a
they're
little-
probably. Are they?
I'm looking at my one sheet. Oh God, that's how big they
Here.
are.
Here,
They're
the
really big.
sizes for just 'cause
Um,
I'm curious.
they are. Let me.
Compared to said eagle.
They're bigger than
Yeah.
eagles.
Oh shit. No, thank you then.
Let me get the correct.
Not that I was
just
gonna
want to
attack him
be-
anyway, but like, jeez.
Oh,
Might be just a little
that?
food snack.
I guess meteor. Hmm.
I actually
Into the pool of acid.
Actually, I don't
Nice.
think
Yeah,
they're-
just splash the acid everywhere.
Okay. Hold on.
Acid rain?
Ow!
Yes.
I actually don't think they're that. Are they? Are they really that?
What size are they?
Yeah, I want to know
Okay,
the
they're
difference.
they're pretty much their size large.
Okay, that's like
Yeah.
what is that between 8 and 10 or something?
On mine,
Depending on the eagle size.
I think
too.
I have it slightly big, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure I've done it right.
10
Okay,
feet.
largest is 10 by 10 for large.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, they're definitely. I don't know why. I
Because
didn't do that.
if they're bigger than that, then they're huge.
Yeah, they're. Yeah. You know what? For this, they're huge. Because
Okay,
I
so they're
have
like-
I have it set as that. I just didn't have the. I have the token
So they're
set
like
as that. So
they're like giant
cool.
ape size essentially.
yeah.
Right.
There you
But
go.
then I definitely heckin' stay away from them.
So when
There
I
we
was
go. We
slowly making
fixed
my
our
way over
issues.
there.
So yeah, definitely. You guys can see three of them, and they appear to be more of a. They have like the, and again, if you kind of like picture like a caterpillar, they have like a tannish like skin, but they have like green dots like all around it
Like
as they
poisonous.
as they're just scurrying around, doing whatever they're doing.
Living life.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess once we're sort of in the area where I remember it should be, I'll cast locate object just to make sure it's close by.
And locate object was 1,000 feet.
1000.
Okay. Um, as you kind of get closer to the middle section, you can see kind of like in the middle of the incline of the well not incline but the top part of the lake that was on the high rise from the uh, kind of like the rocky terrain that's bolstered a lot higher. You can see like kind of like the inside a little bit of bubbly in the middle of the lake as it kind of slowly kind of comes out. I will say I don't necessarily have a correct uh, of how far it is. I think I have it as if you guys were to get slightly closer uh, to the top portion of that bubbliness, it's about like roughly close to 500 feet, give or take, straight down.
Okay. Well, I just look at Alec. Well, acid me up.
Acid you up.
No, of acid protection. I'll be more
I was gonna say I
specific.
don't have much acid on me, dude. I mean, there's plenty down
No.
there, but like,
Yeah,
I don't think
don't
that's
worry
gonna
about it.
help.
Trying to be funny, but my comedic timing is as bad as Zoe's, so.
Yaka!
Okay, okay. So
Well,
less acid, right? Sure.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Just
this-
a security because I don't know what the fuck else is down there.
that's
Well, I
fine.
saw it, but who knows?
Better safe than sorry. So yeah, I will cast protection from energy on Arissa.
All right, just click on the name and just throw it in the chat for me,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Fantastic. Okay,
Cries
cool.
in DM.
All right. You, as Alec kind of places his hands slightly about a few inches from you, this little bit of energy kind of comes off of him and kind of slowly covering you, kind of like a shield about that's about like an inch or two off of your body, but it has like a little green tint to it.
And then I'm gonna be like, well, Akuma, you need to go down a bit because we're not in range yet. So go down a little bit.
I'll start descending.
And are you going to try to get close to the upper portion of the high-rise lake, or are you trying to go even lower? Because
I mean, we can just go down a bit because angles and shit. If you
yeah,
go down
yeah,
to
I'm just trying to make sure where exactly you're trying to be. Just because if you go past the high-rise, not like there's chances, but you definitely have to be careful of creatures, of the caterpillars that are running around. Uh, shouldn't be too much of an issue if you're trying to
yeah,
do it.
she doesn't have to land. Like, how I'll just play it what I want to do. I'm gonna go dimension door down. Then I'm gonna go dimension door up again when once I have it above Akuma so that I sort of fall onto Akuma with feather fall. That makes sense. That's the
Um,
plan.
okay. So I'll say you kind of cover, you kind of slightly go down instead of going right above the acid like lake that is bubbling. You kind of go venture off of a little bit, kind of circling slightly the outside um, of the high rise, and maybe slightly lower just to give you more of a distance with your spell. Um, but sure enough, you would cast Dimension Door,
Would
and
imagine the spot that I scried on. Like, I imagine how it exactly would look like standing next to the
um, yeah, I'll say you're trying to focus on the and plus you had locate object as well, so that
yeah,
kind of
everything. Like
kind of helped.
layers and layers.
Um, as you Dimension Door down, um, go ahead and make a Constitution check with advantage, thanks to protection. Um, because you are as you just pop right in there, you are in this
19.
like you were able to kind of hold your eyes open for like a second before like the acid kind of starts to cover you. Um, and so you kind of see like the orb just there, uh, floating with your eyes. Also go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh no, 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 no. I'm re-rolling that one. Fuck that shit.
No,
20.
bad orb.
Okay.
Bad orb.
Okay.
Or as it feels like the pool is like, no, 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 no. I know what you're trying to do. Fuck off.
You as you when you pop in and you feel all this liquid around you, you can feel as your skin, thanks to the protection, it's helping, but it's you know you're in the middle of this extreme acid like water. Um, you as you popped in again though, you see the orb where it is, and you had to quickly close your eyes. Kind of more of in like instinct that you know something like water itself is about to hit your eyes, and so you kind of quickly close it. You try to keep it closed, reaching out. As you grab it, uh, you feel that you got it. You know it's there, uh, and you want to go ahead and dimension door back out.
Is there like any was there like any ground in that area, or is it just water everywhere? Nothing else.
It's at the current moment where you're at. It is just water, but
Okay, then I'm just
it's
gonna.
again though it's also
Yeah.
just hard to tell because the way I'm imagining is you're still getting this burn, but the protection is covering you a good bit. So
My boots are doing wonders. I know it. On the inside.
yeah, on the
That's all burning.
inside at least. Well,
At least they're stylish, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
they're stylish and acid that poured into them. So we'll deal with that later. But you mentioned
Don't
do
worry
it back
about it.
out, right?
I just like
Oh, no.
I
Okay.
just like dimension door back up, and then as I'm falling down, oh, feather fall.
Okay. So first off,
I think I would as I'm falling down, I'm gonna put it temporarily in my bag so Alec doesn't see it.
Ah, yes. The pocket dimension bag. That's gonna go well.
I mean, only if I don't keep it there for a long period of time.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna keep it there for a time for like the little bit so that Alec doesn't see it.
okay. So thanks to protection, just take what was it? 8. That's what it was. 8. Just take 8 points of acid
All right.
damage.
Rain.
As you come back out, uh, because you're not coming exactly above anyone, as Akuma was kind of slightly drifting off, waiting to see where you would come from. Um,
I'll spot her at some point.
the acid, as you come out, it's like carrying a little bit of the watery acid with you, so it kind of splashes out a little bit as it kind of
Okay,
just
look underneath you.
like a tiny little mist of rain as it falls in that little
I
area
would've
of
knew
yours.
it.
Um, you, I will say though, you do kind of start to realize that like you feel like the tingling sensation in your feet as the glass boots is now like a tube of holding acid just sitting there constantly burning your legs.
I'm gonna how do you call it?
Cast
Nice
shatter on your own feet.
No.
Ah!
Get these boots off of me. These boots are made
Let's
for
see.
walking. And walking's what they'll do.
Yeah, now they're glowing slightly greenish as they're just full of acid.
Now they're gonna really
Yeah.
burn looking
But
blue
Okuma,
like.
you do see
I'll
Arissa.
I'll deal with it in a bit.
Cool. I'll get over to her so she doesn't fall into the acid, because, that would suck.
Okay, I mean she's falling incredibly slow thanks to Featherfall, so it's not like you having to rush or anything. So you kind of come by quick and scoop her up. Um, but you can feel just a little bit of, not enough yet to take points, but you can feel a little bit of like stinging from where Arissa is sitting.
Get the fuck out of here. Make it quick.
The unpleasantness.
Speed mode. Oh my God.
So we should be getting close to where they were to get the to help them get that.
No,
They've
I
literally gotten, like,
I would
to-
have picked you up and taken you back to shore after about 5 minutes of messing around with the boat.
Well,
Should we push the boat back? Do you still want it, or
No, it was
Fine.
a joke. It was just playing around so that I didn't feel as useless as what we are.
oh, okay.
your cannon fodder. Every cannon fodder has uses.
I do scrape tail a little bit in the acid as we're flying back, just like a
Ooh,
quick
like
little
jet
tap.
ski?
Like
Yeah.
you kind of dip her toe in it.
Yeah, just a little.
That is the lowest of low. Just take 1 point of acid damage, Tay. as he dips your toe in it.
Oh, sorry, I almost dropped you there.
Friends.
I'm gonna wait.
But you guys can see the eagle as it's coming back in your guys' direction.
Hey Zoe,
Mm-hmm.
what's that? I'm gonna try and push him into it, into the acid.
Oh my god, you idiots.
Okay, well, let me ask this on a serious note. You pull Tay
Not
back.
too far.
You pull Tay back, and it's probably been a couple of minutes or so. Would you still be floating, or would you actually like stop that?
I'd probably have landed a bit away from the edge and started taking a short rest.
Because I mean, it's been a couple of minutes.
Yeah, if it's a couple minutes, I've landed like a good 20 feet back from the edge of this water and am taking a short rest. I was planning to take a short rest. I used both of my spell slots.
Um.
Can I try?
Also,
If that's the case,
And we
then
would have only been out there 10 minutes at most.
um.
Because that's how long I can fly.
Also, on the way back, um, as a is it this one I need? I want to tell you correctly.
we're gonna fall in.
No. Okay, ma'am.
Mm.
I need
Yes.
you to make roll a d20 and add 2. And Alec, you also make a wisdom saving throw.
Aha, Alec has seen this jewel now.
She hasn't seen it.
No, no. So roll d20 plus.
That too.
It is
Yep.
at this current moment. It is just the presence of it that is
But it's
causing.
in a different dimension. Hello?
You put in a different dimension.
It's in a
Yeah.
bag.
What did you do? I didn't hear that
Put
Put
it
it
part.
in
in
the
a bag.
put it in the bag.
Oh,
in
you
the
put
bag.
it in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. 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 She did?
Ginton was
Temporarily did.
waiting on that.
You still want me to roll something?
I
No?
mean, it's only
She said she put it in the bag of. I didn't hear that part, so that's why.
Mhm.
Okay.
only temporarily until I can get it out. So I didn't want Alec to see it.
No, 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 no.
Mhm.
I understand. I didn't catch that part. I thought you said you put it like behind your back.
No, no, no.
Yeah, Alec doesn't
I mean
want to
that.
be weird possessed by this thing. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys land, and everybody is currently has reconvened with each other.
I just go.
Hey,
Okay,
fell
Alec,
into the acid.
don't look at what I'm doing. Now I'm gonna go off here. Don't look at what I'm doing. Just look the other way, and I'm gonna take out the orb. One
Alec
step
just like
looked away.
turns away, very like coyly, like okay.
Yeah, trust me, you don't want
Like I promise you, it's for your own good. This thing is no bueno.
Aye, aye, Captain. No bueno.
Okay, so you go to off a little bit of ways and try to pull out the orb.
Yes,
Okay, roll a d20 for me.
sure. Why not? Seven.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
As as you go to pull out the orb, you're pulling out like all of your torches that seem to have merged together.
Oh dear. The corruption has started.
Do I even have torches?
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Oh, I apparently have. Oh, this is a big torch. Holy shit.
You can go ahead and try again.
I'll try again. I mean,
I'm just I'm
as Arissa,
you
or
just
as
got to
Arissa looks at this, she's like, I have no energy for this. Turns it inside out. Everything comes out.
okay. As everything starts to fall out, some of your items like you could tell that was already being slightly morphed into like either weird things or in together or like this orb is just it's it's one of those things where you're just like come on like I it's only been like 2 minutes, you know, like you, it's like I don't really know how best to describe this. It's like you just told your dog like give me 1 minute and I'll take you out, and you come back within that same minute and like it's already a mess and everything. And it's like
Everything's on
it's
fire.
only been a minute. So, but nothing too devastatingly bad. But it's you can just see that even things inside this space was already getting confined into weirdness. But it does kind of slam on the ground a little bit and does like a tiny little roll as it does stop.
I just look at it. I'm like, fucking thing. I hate you. I hate you so much. Why did you come into my life?
It gives you it gives like like a weird wink at you, and it's just like, eh.
Oh my god.
I like
Eh.
go in your cage, and I'm gonna cast fabricate, and I'm gonna create a box around it with the metal.
Okay. Uh, so are you creating it to where it cannot be opened, or are you creating it where it has like a lid and some sort, so it can't be opened?
Can't be opened.
Okay, it's just what I wanted to hear. All right. So
I mean, oh, I don't want anyone to get into it.
no
so
no no
fucking-
no no no. I really want to make sure on everything because this is very specific. So
Yeah, exactly.
you created a box with no opening as you enclosed it, but you have done the deed.
I look at everyone. So now that is done.
Have you came back to the group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Alec, you can look again.
What? What? Where?
There's like a metal box on the ground there now next to her. You can look again. This box is, I wouldn't say evil, but bad.
Alex, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, damn it. Okay. 1 second.
You can do it.
Technically, everybody besides Arissa.
Oh my good fucking god.
Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Natural 1, it's still a 10.
9. That's not better.
9.
9.
Wisdom
18.
Hey.
16.
Hey.
Um. So you guys can just feel this orb as it's calling for you all again. Akuma, you have, I think you've felt, yeah, you have felt this a time or two, of this calling. It's it's not it's not as strong as seeing it, and its usual time of when it calls forth of the wisdoms, but just being back in its presence in your mind, it's like you want to get the box, but you're kind of restrained at the moment. Alec, you just you just get angry. Now you're not like just like randomness angry at everybody. It's more of it's like some emotion just kind of rushes over, and you hear Arissa who's saying like this box is like bad news, and it's just like I don't know. Are you angry at the box, or are you angry what's inside of it, or are you just angry about this whole situation? But you are just angry beyond belief. Um.
There's goddamn potatoes.
Uh. I think that will suffice for now.
Very angry Leonin.
What, hissing at us? Why are you hissing?
So
I mean, I guess now we're at nighttime ish. Right?
it's you're reaching the sunset point.
Well, I guess we should get away from points in direction of, and then the long,
The
Eve-
whole, everything there.
everything that's in there. That's no good. Like, so in case you didn't know yet, in there, imagine like those caterpillars that turn into butterflies, right? These little things.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine those, but then like as big as the monkey that we turn into, right?
Yeah, that tastes terrible too.
Yeah, so they taste terrible and they probably will fuck you up real good.
Indeed, we're not going in there. I didn't want.
So we should probably get a ways off over there and then make camp.
Good idea. I don't want to be in here. Yep, let's go. Moving.
So we'll just make our way off like until dark, I suppose, and then make our camp.
Okay. Are you carrying the box, right? You're not putting it in any other places?
No. Now I'm holding it.
Okay. Dang it. Okay. I'll leave you guys on the same tower, but you're more closer to. You can either be more closer, like in the direction of the road, or into the woods. It's up to you guys, but just imagine you kind
In
of on
the
the.
same tower.
You're at least not anywhere close to that, because each tile, if you all remember, is like 15 miles. So you're like 14 miles the other way.
You're like, fuck that shit over there.
But you guys have pushed yourselves to a decent area, and you are able to set up camp however you desire. And
Yeah, the dome and everything. So
if anybody wants to do anything, or
in the middle of the night, I will make sure that I will sort of not really second watch, but around second watch time I will wake up and I will recast fabricate on the box to reshape it back to what I intended it to be.
okay, I think that's easy enough. Anybody
I
else?
feel like it's probably messing with it. So just
If there was people doing watches, like it's one of those
Well,
things where like when you kind of wake up, depending on when, or like even the walk, you know that it's probably affecting people because like Alec, who's like constantly like staring at it, but showing his fangs, and like he's just like been in a pissed off mood ever since like you brought it into his presence, and you know it's more likely the orb. Um, and I'll even say that on the other hand of you just like paying attention to everybody, because again, you all know what this does. You also see Akuma, who's calm, but she hasn't left her, like that box hasn't left her gaze either. But she hasn't, unlike what happened like in the north, she hasn't made like any types of advances. So, but you all have gotten close to your area and decided to start setting up camp. I would also assume the dome is probably one of those things. Um, in again, middle of the night, you fabricating, recasting, shaping the box to keep it tight. Um, to all of you, though, it once again, besides Akuma, kind of comes under that nightmare that you all have had a while back, a few days ago, a day or two ago. Uh, it's it's unpleasant still, but you all see just there's a part that makes you question: am I a wandering soul with these other souls? Is like, what is this place of dread? The grayish like ground, the blackish purplish like skies. Like, is this like the end? As you see everybody once again like in these lines, and um, it's you just feel the pain, and to some of you, you probably like get those cold sweats at night, or uh, uncomfortable with sleep, but manage to somehow get a long rest in there. But nevertheless, you all have waken up, and this time everybody needs to make wisdom saving throws,
Beautiful.
including you, Alec.
See worse. Upside down 9.
9!
An upside
I
down.
have a regular 9. I have an upside down 6.
That's much better.
All right,
21.
so Arissa, Zoe. Yeah, I said Zoe. Sorry, I'm looking at different things. Zoe, Alec, and Arissa. You uh since you three as well have had those like nightmares and you guys waking up, you don't feel like anything tugging at you. You kind of wake up and it's just you're trying to reel that what you're touching, this is real. Whatever last night was, can't be real, but this is real, and so you're trying to reel yourself together. Akuma and Tay,
Mm-hmm.
you know what's in that box, and at this point, you gotta have it.
We should totally get that. We should totally get what's in the box.
Indeed, but how to open it? That is the real question.
Rip it open.
I don't know. What if we damage it inside? Be careful.
You're you know that orb can take anything. You've seen Voss who tried to slam it as hard as she could and get launched without even scratching this food. You know that it can take it, so you're not afraid to
Should be
damage.
fine.
Just blow it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Okay, let's do it. We got
I,
that.
I ju-
Let's see.
For Arissa, Zoe, and Alec, if you guys want to, you can make an insight check as you are waking up, trying to get out of your own mindset and into what you're sure is reality.
That insight's beautiful.
Yeah. So you're having trouble understanding what is happening in those dreams and why you're starting to get those. And again, it's been like 2 days or so, but it's why are you getting this again? Arissa, as you kind of snap out of it and you're understanding, you see both Arissa and Tay who have been eyeballing this thing and they look like they have been talking to each other in a form of like secrecy.
Like hovering over the box.
Stop trying to get into the box, you idiots.
But it's so pretty, just touch.
I mean, you can touch it all you want, but you can't get into it.
You guys want to get in.
But I want it.
You guys will do whatever you need to do to get into that box.
It was just like tracing the edges
You're
of the box.
you're not
Anything?
you're not at the point of hurting your friends. I will say you
Oh.
that.
Cool.
But
So
you want to get in that box, not by passive means. You reach.
Give us the
You
box.
all have reached the stage of slightly past the passive point.
we
Mercy
could
looks
figure
at
that out.
him. Well, if you
Well,
want
I
this
hope that
box so
works.
badly, come get it. And I transform into an eagle holding the box, so the box shifts into my form.
Wait, what did she do? Box.
Would that be violent? Would that be considered a chance for violence or no?
Wait, so she took the box and flew off with it? Is that what
You know she has to
I
come
mean,
out.
Mm.
You know she has to come out of it at some point.
they said come get it.
Yes, I guess anything goes. So
Would I throw my axe at her, or would I
you
attack
did
her?
go as far as to using spells. You said to do anything, right? Just
It's
we
You,
want
you
to.
said you
How
wouldn't be
bad?
willing to hurt your friends yet, but you would be willing to do anything else.
I'm going to
Okay.
say at this moment there's something in you that you're not really wanting to hit the eagle, but you know she has to come out of it at some point. She can't hold that the entire day.
Oh, we'll just wait. We can wait.
How big's the eagle?
I mean, I'm flying away.
Oh, you're flying away. Oh, damn it.
I'm not gonna sit still. I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna. As Alec is like trying to wake up, I just grab Alec and just fly.
Oh,
'Cause Alec is used. Alec is used to that.
well, I guess
Here
I
we
will.
go again.
Guess I will turn into an eagle and grab
Let-
Tay.
Okay.
Eagle take
damn it.
blue.
I've just brushed my
Wait,
vein.
All right, so
Zoe gets left behind.
Yeah, they just watches them fly away, looks at the two people who desperately want the box. Just
Akuma
grunts.
turns into eagle, grabs Tay, flies after.
All right, so
I'll grab Zoe. I guess I'll grab Zoe.
Just grabs him.
you're not really worried about Zoe.
No.
Man, it's
Oh,
fine.
no,
You're-
it's fine.
You're not
Whatever,
worried about
Zoe.
Zoe.
No,
I'll
no, they
just
have
fly
more.
back for Zoe myself then. So there's like 2 eagles circling around for a bit until I pick up Zoe as well, and like the other claw.
Okay.
So meanwhile, I was just sitting here the whole time, just watching the eagles circle around.
Okay. So I'll say, with a little bit of, you know, grudgingly dodging and weaving, you do manage to kind of swoop back to pick up Zoe. I'll say not that it necessarily matters, but like 20 minutes of just trying to dodge this annoying eagle. But you book it to a direction that you know that they're at least going to follow. So where you go?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go towards. I'm gonna go towards where the boats are.
Okay. What you do know was the Seacrest River.
Exactly, I knew that they were there.
Um, so map me where you're going.
I mean, I asked. I would have asked him where he is. Like, did he tell me where he is?
More closer to the sea portion. Probably
So
Okay.
imagine probably in the belly of Crest, in that nice big portion. So somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Coming out
I'll just
here.
fly. I'll fly in that direction.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll throw you right there. That should be fine. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. So, as you are flying, and of course, Alec every now and then looking back to make sure that the others are still following, but of course, they are clearly still are following.
Mush.
But
Mush!
you do at a point get to the Seacrest River, where you can see that there is tons of boats. You're talking about somewhere between 15 to 20 boats as it's sitting out there, but there's not a lot of people to man them. I'll say currently you're looking at maybe pushing 20-ish like people. That's probably out there checking on the boats, trying to make sure they're still, in good conditions, to make sure nothing is damaging them in any sort of way. But you do have the other eagle and goblin who is just on your tail. They're like 30 feet behind you, just matching pace.
There
So,
you go.
Could I attempt to cast a 1 minute long spell as we're getting close to the ground?
what do you want to try to cast?
I saw what that box looked like, right?
Okay.
I'd like to try and create a very similar looking box out of just similar looking metal
Okay.
that's
Sure.
hollow.
Sure.
And then I'll like try and hold it up in front of the eagle's eyes to show the eagle what I've got.
Are we fooled by this box?
Well, I'll get to that. What are you gonna do?
I'm trying to hold it up in front of Arissa Eagle's eyes to like show her. I made a fake one.
Okay.
Um.
Are you're just gonna hold it?
Or does he? Or
I'm gonna hold it until we land.
Okay. I'll say. So you didn't like show the two people behind you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you showed them too.
No, I
Oh,
didn't. I
okay.
just showed the eagle.
That's why I
me.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you guys going to do as you guys are in a sense being chased by your own allies?
I would have waited till we were getting ready to land to do that as well.
Yeah, I'll just land a bit off from where the boats are and the people.
Okay. So as you guys quickly land, Akuma and Tay, who is right behind you, I'll say that you guys definitely also come out of eagle form, as it's probably a lot easier to get what you need.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us the box.
Wait, get
I
back.
would have handed the box to Arissa as soon as she reverted back the fake one I made. If she take it.
And I just throw the box on the ground behind, like at them, and I'm like, "There's your box. Do with it as you wish."
You guys don't feel the presence. You are pulled towards the object that you are wanting, and it's not that box.
Your grumpy face, like.
I'll be like, "Okay, time to time out." Ball of force around them.
Okay.
You can go sit in the timeout for a box for an hour until I'm done solving the shit. And then, like, to taunt them even more, I'm gonna be like, you two keep watch over them. I'll leave the box here in front of them. I'm gonna go talk to the people so they don't feel the pull from this stupid thing. All right. If they try to get it, just fuck. I don't know, restrain them, fuck them up, whatever. This thing lasts an hour. So they're stuck in the little wall of force dome now,
Okay.
Ah,
and I'm gonna go off to meet the people.
Okay. You head over to. Also, you kind of come across one of the people who's kind of like sitting at a fire. Looks like he's just kind of mixing something in a pot, and you ask him. I already forgot the guy's name, but you asked the
Yeah, the dude.
the dude, the council member that Legan had told you, and he kind of points you over to the direction a lot closer to the boats, and so you head over there. Uh, but you do find him and talk to him. Hey, what can I do for you?
Oh, I'm the person we talked over
uh,
the mental
yes,
thing.
that's right. Rissa, was it?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, great. Yeah, I have this boat here for you. I mean, it's good. But I don't have a lot of people to run it for you. The best I can do is
Man,
about 5, including a captain who knows how to, uh, pilot and give orders to the rest of the crew that needs to be told what to do. But I mean,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
is that
I
okay?
mean, that's as good as it gets. I don't mind.
All right. I mean, I'm sorry I hate to do this, but they're good. They're all good. Seamen. It's just it's still hard to manage a decent sized boat with a skeleton crew like this. It would probably be a lot easier if hopefully you guys try to help out, any way you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, I mean, of course I'm gonna help. It's just a matter of like I have to be taught how to help, I suppose.
That shouldn't be an issue at all. The captain I have picked for you, he's actually a real good friend of mine. He'll be able to help you in a good way. Make sure you understand what he needs you to do, and hopefully get you in the area you need to go.
I hope that they're strong-willed.
I couldn't need us.
Hold on, did you say you hope they're strong-willed?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I heard that. Like, I mean, I would like to think so. We've sailed the seas a good bit, a couple of times. It's what our city's kind of.
That's the news you're gonna be worried about.
Yeah, I hope. I assume we have plenty of rope, right?
Um, I can put extra on there if you need.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Um,
would be helpful.
uh, okay, I'll right here is your boat if you want. And yeah, just come over here whenever you guys are ready. Whatever they're doing over there. And
Yeah, do you see that little dome over there? That's where they are.
what dome?
Don't you see that like little sort of translucent thing over there in the distance? She like points at it.
Okay, look, not to lie, I'm kind of old. My eyesight's kind of iffy every now and then.
Don't worry about it. I put them in the timeout zone. You know what you do to children? They're in the timeout zone for the time being.
Why?
They want things they shouldn't want, right? You know when they try to get into the cookie jar, they're not allowed to get into the cookie jar. It's complicated.
I'm not going to ask any questions. But I'll get the crew ready. And he kind of like just like walks away.
Marissa like giggles to herself. That's funny.
um.
I thought it was funny at least.
But yeah. Uh. I'll say walking there, trying having a chat and whatever, coming back. Somewhere between 30 to 40 minutes left on the.
I come back and I'm like, so did they behave?
Taze.
You see Tay's probably biting the shield.
Kuma's clawing it just like a trapped animal.
Yeah.
Just imagine Tay biting the barrier like.
Probably swinging her axe trying to break it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can swing your axe all day long; it won't break it. I mean, I say all day long for as long as this lasts.
You won't prove me wrong.
Can we hear
I-
through it?
Come out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can hear through it. You can see through it. It's just you can't go through it.
Mm-hmm.
This is unfair.
It's very fair.
So, what are you gonna do as the hour draws near?
Let's see. What do I want to do?
Does magic even work in this thing? I don't know much about the whatever this thing's called.
I mean, you can't dispel it.
Force box.
You could
sort of
try whatever
thing.
magic you want inside
Yeah,
your
you can
little.
spend you can spend as much magic as you want. You can glacier blast, all that
You
good
can
stuff.
try things. I don't know what you have, but you could try
You,
stuff. You have an hour or so.
I would say you'd probably could have tried smaller level like cantrips,
Yeah.
but when you see that it doesn't work, that it's probably not working.
No.
And you
What's
can't
wrong?
unfortunately misty step or dimension door through, as it also prevents uh
Yeah.
that type of
Figured that.
plane travel through.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, she
Is-
probably gave up
what
at some
kind of-
point, just pouting.
What kind of ground are we standing on? Is it diggable?
Sure, yeah, it's
Or is it,
totally diggable.
He's
digging a hole? We're just digging a hole
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna try and dig a hole under and try to see if I can get under the wall of force.
Make a
Oh, it's
strength.
the wall.
Make a strength check.
Is there nothing on the floor? I mean, if there's nothing on the floor, I'd
You can't create the wall of force like an actual cage. You can put a wall around and like in a sense covering up top because you get potential like 10 panels, or it does allow you to kind of create a funnel like up top that you can kind of cover, but
It's a dome, yeah. You can.
you can't put nothing under it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
18.
Hey, you are digging hard.
I'm digging. I don't
um,
have any strength, but I could try digging.
let me see.
No, I just, I can't
I'll say it's probably like within the last 20 minutes or so, Tay, you're
That was
starting
the
to
wrong thing
dig.
again. That was so
Um,
insane.
I'll probably say by the time for you to what you were assumed that would be enough to get down and down and under the barrier is probably about the same time as it dissipates, but you don't quite know that. But you're going pretty hard. So,
Because when I'm looking at them, it's like they're like animals in the cage. What's going on here?
We just want the orb. Why you gotta
Like,
be
so what do you
this
think we should do with them?
way?
Well, I was trying to think. Charm person would just make them think we're their friends, and they kind of already do. So I've not got really anything to restrain them. I could try and create a wall, but they could walk through it. It's just made of wind.
I mean, I guess I could try
I had
suggesting.
one last idea, but I'm not sure it would do anything else.
I mean, I guess I could suggest one of them, I suppose.
so as
And
the
then we
wall
would have.
is fading,
Let's see.
Probably just scribbling in the dirt, like.
I guess we should. I mean, I'm gonna cast suggestion on Tay.
okay.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
Wow.
You failed. I suggest you. You should help me bring the orb back where it belongs. Keep it safe.
Yeah. You make a good point.
The next
And then
8
I just look at
hours,
the show.
willing to help.
And then I just look at the show like just restrain Akuma. I don't know. And then Alec just restrain her.
Oh, is Alec also trying to get the orb?
No,
No.
No. Restrain
Uh,
Akuma. You two.
okay,
Restrain
I'll
Akuma.
say yeah, that's fine. Tay, you you don't mind trying to help protect, but you holding it would also protect it.
Maybe I should hold on to it. I mean, the best way to make sure nobody gets it is for me to hang on to it.
And Akuma,
And look,
you would know that the force is gone, and you can go back trying to do whatever, which using spells or whatever to get that box.
I see. Well, if
I
I'm
mean,
being trained by my friends, then I can't hurt. I don't want to hurt them. I probably do anything but
You don't have
struggle.
to attack them. You don't
No.
have just attacking spells.
Well, that
I
is
mean, the
Fire.
true.
only thing,
Oh no.
the only thing I can think of would only last 1 minute, and that doesn't seem.
You know, like when you see one of those, like, when they're a cat or a dog, like they know you're gonna catch them, so they do that, "Hoo, hoo," and then just like misty steps away. Like, no, no, don't touch me. Just give me.
well, let's get to
one.
the boat. Tay, you can hold the box. Let's get to the boat.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
Man, Akuma,
mm,
why does Tay get to hold the box?
not fair. Mm.
You still want it.
But it's not fair.
No.
I want to hold
No.
it.
No.
Please.
No.
Come on.
No.
Please.
And I'll say
No.
this. I'll say, Tay, you at least follow Arissa, but the fact that you're holding it, I mean, Akuma, you still really want it. You're going to try to take it from her. That's the point.
Indeed. We just like to touch.
No.
So, as you guys
It's
pain,
no longer my problem now.
as you guys slowly and painfully manage to get to the boat, um, what are you guys doing? As you can see some people that as you guys are like climbing up, kind of going up the ramp onto it, you can see a couple of people. Again, you see like about 4 people who's trying to get things situated, and you can see like one of the doors is open. You know what, guys? I have a boat for you guys.
The boat.
We're on a boat.
The boat.
You guys
We're on a boat.
let's just go ahead and take you guys to the boat. I don't want
The
to do
lovely
that.
On a
ship.
boat.
Oh god. Oh god. It is zoom out.
About 60 should be
Oh.
fine for you guys.
Why is oh, those are different levels of the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
There's 3 levels. But the captain is in the back, kind of working on charting and stuff at the current moment.
Oh, and this chart room.
Yep.
Cool.
So
I would not be on the bottom of the boat. I'd probably be towards the top. I don't.
I mean, you're ready. You're gonna be ready.
And I'd
Very
really
yeah,
hate
you're
to
gonna
be
you're gonna be
Oh,
wherever the box
ocean.
goes.
Wherever the box goes, I'm going. It's like all I care about box.
Is
I'm like
there a
watching
crow's
it.
nest?
I probably
I'd really
like...
hate to be a character who had a
What
fear
about
of the
Alex?
ocean right now.
It's a good thing Kumai doesn't care right now. She doesn't even notice. She's like box.
I'm just gonna say like you stay here with the box. Keep it safe over here to Tay, and then I know that Akuma will be there. I'm gonna go talk to the captain real quick.
It's like one of those dogs who's just like hanging around their feet, just kind of like.
You go kind of you ask one of the crewmates, and he kind of points. Yeah, if you just go right past that door right there and just kind of keep going straight, you get right to his quarters. That's where he is at the moment. And kind of make your way through, and as you go and talk to him, he's kind of like his back is towards you as he is standing up on this table. Look like he's just kind of looking around, trying to just see what, because you haven't really told him where you're going. So he's just trying to get a guess at the current moment. And this kind of going through like in the first room, like a basic, kind of like a lounge, definitely where people would probably be eating. But it looks like it's nice and kept. And you can see a couple of boxes with probably some supplies in, and you go into this other room where it looks like a captain's room, as the silk kind of like curtains is all on the top portion of the wall, the red light carpet that is underneath the desk, um, nice bed. Like it is a very nice room, but obviously captains always deserve the nice.
Hmm.
So,
I'll just like knock on the doorway, right?
oh, yes. And he kind of like fixes himself a little bit, and you can see that he's also kind of like a little bit more of a uh, tougher like elf, um, and you could probably see like a slight human in him, but mostly elf. Um, but he's just hey, what can I do for you? Sorry, maybe I should mind the manners. Captain Ren.
I look at Marissa.
Ah.
Don't mind my voice. It's a lot of. We went to a really dusty, weird place. No humidity whatsoever. Kind of stuck to my throat.
I know that feeling. Just that seawater should either clear you up or make it worse. It's going to be one or the other.
Probably worse.
He kind of takes a step like back, but like sideways from the table, and he kind of like gestures for you to kind of come closer. He's like,
Hmm.
"All right, so you mind telling me where we're heading off to?
We're heading off to Mila.
Any specific area?" And
The
I,
part that looks the driest part in the middle there.
just in case here, you show me where, and you have the map that has like some of these settlements as he points out.
Yeah,
at- on-
just below Earthscar.
Ah, okay. Now
It's just a drop off.
I haven't necessarily been in that area, but I've heard it's a little rougher terrain there, but it'd also be probably the best route to go if that's where you're wanting to go.
Yeah, it's only just a drop off. We'll make our way back home afterwards.
Are you sure?
Yeah, magic. She just wiggles her hand.
Very well then. All right. Well, if you guys want to make yourselves at home, and he kind of goes through and is just telling you that downstairs, in the very bottom is where you guys will be staying. Um,
With the boat.
he hoped that it's okay. Just the fact that it's kind of like a skeleton-like crew, he's going to allow the people to have it up top so that they can at least be closer to the deck if he needs them.
Yeah, I just say to him, we have this box, and this is the reason why we're here. I'm not gonna tell you what's in it, because the less you know, the better. We are supposed to bring what's in this box back to where it belongs. But it tries to influence people. Just stay away as far away from as you can. It is vital that this returns to where it has to be, because otherwise it will do bad things. That's all I can say about it.
All right. Well, that doesn't sound pleasant, but it's not something we haven't probably transported before. We've done some, things here or there, but you say it's dangerous, we'll treat it as dangerous.
Yeah, just like it will it will pillage your mind. And if we have people trying to get to it, you just have to, the extra rope.
yeah,
Yeah.
the uh,
Like, what's the story that you say to tell? Siren's call, that kind of deal.
sorry, I instantly thought of a joke in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, we've heard of stuff like that, and how to try to keep people still on the boat, at least.
Yeah, it's sort of along those lines.
I got you. Okay. Well, is it something off of site, or is it something that is just in the area?
It seems to be proximity. So if you people, as you said, stay top deck, and we just keep it as far away from where you need to be, then we should hopefully be as safe as possible.
Well, it's worth a try, but there's two options I can think of if you want to try to put it in somewhere place that is safe, at least away from most traffic. You can either put it at the front of the boat. There's not a lot as long as we're not in some sort of crisis mode. We tend to not necessarily go up there as often. Um, if you feel like that's not necessarily a safe bet, you could try put it in the back at the very bottom. Uh, Tends to be more of a area that we can use as a type of storage, but who knows exactly how far and how wide it could go. So it's worth a try, I guess.
I mean,
But
the furthest away from people in general.
well, if you can give me any details about what to look for, if something were to happen, I'll make sure my men know, and we can try to stay prepared.
Yeah, it's just
for
when
this.
they get obsessive about the box, obsessed about it. They want to get into it. I made it on purpose so you can't get into it without destroying it
Uh,
on purpose.
and I'll say you probably will also note the anger, like from Alec.
Yeah.
Uh, that
Well,
that's
yes.
the anger one is kind of slightly new because the fact for somebody who hasn't seen it, because Alex still hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
But she's just reacted differently than unlike everybody else. Instead of being
Yeah.
again more possessive of like wanting to get it, she just got violently angry, or he got violently angry. So it's like, all right,
Uh, well, Captain, this mission is extremely important, so let's hope that we can bring it to a good end. Restore some balance in this world.
all right there. All right, well, you all want to get yourself situated, and whatever you decide to put that thing, just let me know, and I'll make sure my men know. But I'll go ahead and get them filled in on the details.
Oh, and just in case anyone gets any funny business about taking it for money, this is worth nothing in terms of like monetary value. Sadly, it's worth nothing in that sense. So it's just bad news. All I have to say about it. I mean, you can say to your man what you want, but it's just bad news.
Okay.
As one would say, it's not for mortal men or women.
Sounds like women. Oh, sorry. No offense. It's just a men saying. He's kind of like awkwardness, and he's like, "I'm gonna leave now." He just
I'm gonna
walked.
watch. I'm just gonna put it up front and the bottom, I suppose.
uh, I'll say for
Because in the
this,
back is still where in the back is where his cabin is, right?
um,
Yeah. This is like the
here's
front
here's
door.
where you're going to get into trouble
Right.
depending on is where people are sleeping, and it's
Mm.
I, I don't think this is groundbreaking, but it's also not sideways. It's imagine like a giant like area. So you're gonna have to make a choice and a sacrifice and just choose the front and have people understand that you know you either like again like the crew or you guys because there's a lot more beds in the front, so more potential affecting the crew, or you could put it in the back and it's kind of like have a chance with the captain. And again, people can like rotate. It's not like just looking at this on the
I mean,
second.
couldn't we just ask the captain if he can sleep somewhere other than his own quarters?
Yeah, it's not like it's that difficult. It's just that's also where the steering wheel's at. So it's just one of those things that one of you are gonna have to just choose.
They go put it up front then, because we
Front.
can't have we can't afford to compromise the leadership.
Okay.
Exactly.
We just tell people to stay away from it and potentially move the sleeping.
Okay.
Like we'll probably sleep on top of deck, probably so that they can sleep in the back.
Okay. So it won't be too hard to probably rearrange some things, but like it the way like some of the beds were put or made into the boat to keep it stable as it rocks back and forth, so on and so forth. Um, Cole, you're definitely sideways. But as
Oh.
it rocks, back and forth, to keep it steady, so you could move them, or just kind of like you said, make it rough, but still doable. But it's either way, it's not pleasant
Yeah, of course.
with a small vicinity and this cursed thing plaguing you guys. But as you guys are on the boat, as it is getting late, and he kind of informed everybody that we'll go ahead and just stay here, sleep for the night, and then early morning there are like way early, probably before you guys even get up, they'll already have the boat pushed and sent off. Oh, oh. Also something I needed to check too. But anyways, um, so yeah, you know what? I think this would be a good time to take a break. So,
Eh,
guys, we'll be all right back. So if you want to go grab a snack or go to the bathroom or go find another living arrangement to not deal with a cursed sphere object plaguing you in your dreams, go find it. Because we'll be right back.
Such as a toy elephant.
Okay, welcome
Yeah,
back,
I think.
everybody.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
no,
sorry.
don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. What? What was that? You thought what?
No,
You
no,
thought
no.
wrong. I'm just kidding.
No, don't worry about it. I'll
uh,
fuck over your shit later.
thank you. So, welcome back, everybody. I hope you all got your drinks, your food, and ready to get back into the chaosness that is this chaos. So, anybody doing at this night?
Reshaping the box again.
Reshaping the
wash.
box.
Is it not possessed me anymore?
I mean,
Not possessed.
until a certain point of time, it's like you both are still arguing over this. It's kind of quite annoying. But at a certain point, it does wear off.
Oh, cool.
Um, so,
Can I go up under the crow's nest after it wears off?
No, because I haven't released my spell yet.
Mm.
yeah,
I don't know yet.
Oh.
Like unless I know, you're still like, oh, I'm helping keeping the box safe.
yeah,
I mean, after
it's
hours it would end, anyways. But
I was about to say, what happens when it ends? You just kind of, what?
it's you just feel like you know what you've done. It's just that the effect wears off, so you're not trying to get to it anymore.
Well,
So,
hmm.
but it is late as you all um getting into your redesigned areas for sleep. This is probably going to be probably one of your last best sleep for a while.
Be rough after this.
So
Yeah.
Waters.
Rough waters. Wait, wait, what waters? Wait, where are we again?
On the
You know
water.
where we are. Gonna go bring this back to its home.
Oh,
Oh, also, since I forgot to do this before and I just realized I should have done this earlier,
Hmm?
Rose is gonna send a message to her father saying, well, the capital is a fucking mess, but we fixed it, ish. And we're doing okay, but we're off doing other things now. That's sort of probably the 25 words.
okay. He just responds. That's good to hear. We're in Frupolis at the current moment with some of the other refugees that might have came this way. We're doing fine. Haven't heard from your brother in a while. Sorry,
I need,
I
or just like need if I
I had a massive sneeze that allergies.
message ends.
he still talked for like a minute longer, but it's already done.
He does. He doesn't know any difference.
No, it's fine. Urza knows that he's doing that, so she's sitting there like, okay. Okay,
If you'd
Dad.
like a longer conversation, I could let you talk with him in his dreams.
Ah, that's fine. I don't want to like. He's probably gonna freak out the first 10 minutes and I have to explain everything, and I'm like, besides, we should focus on properly sleeping first because we're gonna get absolutely fucking shafted by that stupid thing. And the water.
the water.
Wonder why Tyler hated it so much.
Fuck if I know.
I just don't like
Maybe
both.
he,
Or
maybe
the
he
other.
just drank the water and he didn't like it.
Probably the fact that it's just terrible and all the way around.
I mean, maybe we should have gone after Tella at this point, but you know that fucking stupid thing. We can just leave it there.
Eh.
Mm,
Well,
I
we
mean, well, we
probably
could have left it
see
there.
well, we could probably see what he's up to after we deliver the box to its
If he's still
spot.
alive.
I mean, I could probably cast Dream to send one of you to talk to him in his dreams if they'll ever let him sleep wherever he's being tortured.
I
Oh,
mean,
I'll
maybe
do
he's
it.
not being
I'll
tortured.
do it.
Maybe I wonder if he's still being tortured, considering they all had to sort of bail out after we beat Lily, right?
Mm-hmm.
really
Food
know?
for thought. Food for thought.
I don't know.
Potato.
Tomato.
I like just somewhere potato.
As soon as
Yeah.
he says potato.
But anyways, so as you all wind yourselves down, coming to a rest, we wake up on day 6 of the second month of Cleely. Um, as you guys kind of wake up, you can already feel the slight rocking. It's not heavy at the current moment. It's not bad, but you can feel that you're already moving. Um, as you guys wake up, and if you were to go up deck and all that, you guys are in the current process of leaving the river. Um, you're kind of, I guess I'll just like put you there at the current moment. Well, you can't see it, but I can see it.
Well, for anyone who is watching it, Kuma's probably like hyperventilating a little.
So as we
Good.
start off this lovely journey,
I hate this so much.
uh, for fun, everybody roll me a d20.
14.
7.
8.
Another 14.
All right, Tay, bring it home.
Three.
Because the 14s are tied, I'll start from the bottom. Tay, roll me a d8.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do?
What
with a
do we
drunk-
do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with
3
a
again.
drunken sailor? Early in the
Hey, you like
morning.
those threes?
Okay. So,
Put him
you
in the brig
guys,
until he's sober. Put him in the
what are
brig.
you
until
what are
he's-
you currently doing at this moment? As it's you haven't got into the ocean yet, but you're just in the river as the boat is sailing on its way. What do you guys do?
I want to be in the crow's nest.
Okay. You go and start climbing your way up there. Anybody or everybody else?
I'm
Probably
debating
fly.
something.
I
Death-
fly up to the crow's nest.
Death gripping the
I
side of the
watch
boat.
Tay start climbing, and then I just fly to the crow's nest.
Okay.
Just watching Tay as I fly up.
Tay, or not Tay, Akuma having a panic attack.
Just
Marissa, what were you doing?
I'm doing head math, looking at the boat. I'm trying to figure out if I could push the boat, transforming into an orca,
Oh, okay.
also known as a killer whale. And
Yeah,
to me, it's an orca. To me, it's an orca.
Okay.
So that made me think of
Right.
something. Luckily we don't have a lot of people to know this, but Porpa. That's all I gotta say. So, it's only for me, guys. It's only for me.
Okay.
None of you will know. I'd be surprised if some of you knew.
What is the porpoise of your comment?
No. Um,
That's a good one.
I mean, in the river, probably not a best option,
No, I was thinking as well. It's like,
but
could try later on.
but at the current moment, the captain Captain Ren kind of has it his second in command kind of taken. He all right, everybody gather around. I really don't know what to call you all. I only know Rissa. Rissa, can you get your can somebody go
Hey,
find
you
them all?
idiots! You idiots, get down there.
Uh, But
I'll fly back down,
as you all convene here,
staring at Tay again.
all right.
I'm gonna jump on Zoe as he's flying down.
And poorly.
You know what?
Dexterity.
Yeah, I really.
Dexterity.
Okay, yeah, I do, because I'm a dick. Make a
Dexterity.
dexterity check to try to jump on. Uh,
Just regular dex check, not athletics or acrobatics.
Tay can make acrobatics, but Zoe, you make a strength saving throw. And this is if
13.
22.
Pretty fucking good.
okay.
The saving throw kind of screwed me over.
So you go down a good bit, like really closer, faster than you were expecting, but I'll allow it to stop about a few feet from the deck.
Well, if I feel or touch me, I'll just dimension door directly down to the deck, leaving Tay behind in midair.
Rude.
Okay.
Okay, so as Tay plummets,
I'll just cast Waterfall.
okay.
Oh my god, fucking idiots.
I was like, it's too early to already have holes in the boat.
Yeah, exactly. I just Waterfall. I'm like,
Goblin
idiots.
sized hole in the deck.
I mean, I just said this is the reason why I said come down, idiots.
He's kind of like watching all this transpire. He's, oh, this is going to be fun. All right. Anyways, I'm Captain Wren of the boat. All right. My second in command over here, Captain Lowe. Well, Lowe's his nickname, but he's here if you need to talk to him as well. We're going to be doing skeleton shifts. So during the day, we're probably going to have me and two other people as the other three. No, as the other two, Lowe and somebody else, will be doing this at night. It would be nice if you all could try to help. It's not necessarily needed, but it is definitely appreciated, as this boat needs a little bit more than just a couple of hands. So, who is willing to help and who is not?
Can help.
Sure, I can help.
I'm willing to help.
I can try.
All right, fantastic. Well, if you all want to break yourselves up into a night and day, it would be a lot also easier for us. But other than that, just simple tasks. If we need help pulling rope or trying to get things together in case of a storm or waves or just something else in general, we'll make sure to give you a easy indicator of what we need. And if you can help us, that definitely would be appreciated.
Yes.
At the current
I
moment,
can go for night. I can see fine in the dark.
I'll take night as
Probably
well.
that's a good shout.
Kuma, I will take night as
I
well.
can see well in the dark too.
Nighttime.
all right.
I think all of us except for Arissa can see well in the dark.
I can't see shit.
Well, that'll be up to y'all. So,
I
well,
guess me and Arissa can take day shift and you guys get night shift.
oh, the classic date night.
Day and night.
All right. Well, that would work a lot, and I'd very appreciate it. But right now, so we're going to be sailing out of this river any minute now. We'll be making our way out, and it's a slow process in the river. But once we get out, we can start opening the sails a little bit more and trying to catch into the wind that's coming. So,
Okay.
but if anything, we'll let you know. So, hope you all rest well and get back to whatever you're doing. And just turns around and walks away.
Doesn't even want our names. Just walks away. Okay, I guess I'll introduce myself later.
Oh yeah. So
Does anyone want to look like they're a sea dog?
What?
Like, what do you mean by that? Like
there's
what
a
they're
sort of-
wearing?
There's a sort of character who would be aboard a ship.
No,
I
I'm
mean-
Can you make me look like? Can you make
I
me
like
look like
my
I'm on a?
I mean,
Oh,
we're
okay.
we're dressed in like traveling gear. These gentlemen are dressed in like seafaring gear.
Okay,
My
me?
outfit changed. Mm.
I'm okay with it. Are you gonna
Anyone
do
else?
it too?
Alec, you want to look like you're a seaman?
Yes.
What
But
about
will
you,
it be anything
Akuma?
that will fit? That's the real question.
Magic. Everything
Yeah,
fits with magic.
Magic fits me. Nice.
Magic fits everyone.
Uh,
I'll take a double X magic.
okay.
but can you make
I
me
can
look
give you a
like a
double X.
fancy seaman?
I
Fancy
I
seaman,
really
like a
want to
big
see.
hat with a feather.
I really would like to
Yes.
see like a lion humanoid in the white and blue stripes clothing. Just
Yeah.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Akuma, you in or out? I think Arissa's out.
No, I'm good, thanks. I like my clothes.
Okay. The two of you are staying out. All right, I'll cast Seeming. Myself, Tay, and Alec will all take on the appearance of Zoe's imagined version of basically pirates. From probably some play that he put on years ago about pirates.
Weird enough, pirates in the air elemental plane are more strapped for wind-like elements as not sea. So as you guys definitely look different, like you're talking about like leather, kind of like a leather vest, but it's definitely strapped hard against like your chest, um, as well as just like windbreaker like clothing, and all of everything is like extremely tight to make sure nothing comes loose or nothing falls out. So it is totally different than
Do I
uh,
still get an eye patch?
Yes. And I gave Alec a big gold earring.
Oh hell yeah.
fantastic.
You got a parrot. You have a parrot on your shoulder.
No, but I have a peg leg.
So
You know what the
We're
best part
ready.
is about all of that? When he walks around, you don't hear the peg leg. You just
Yep.
hear him normally walking.
so let's see.
Version broken.
You guys
Is there
going
any?
at a good pace.
Is there anything we say? Do we say anything as pirates? So can we?
Um, do airplane pirates say the normal
Mm,
pirate lingo, or do they have different pirate lingo?
I mean, it's kind of like it's weird. As like it's like there's. I would like to imagine part of it's probably the same, part of it's different, and part of it uses the same words but means something different. Because again, with the air elemental, like you're talking about like flying ships, so like you actually also worried about above and underneath and like in all directions as the sea. A lot of the times, unless you are being attacked and you physically understand something below or high, you're constantly just going side to side. So like you know, again, some the same, some not, some just have different meanings. But
Avast.
but you guys, it seems as today was definitely a easy sailing as you all start to break out of the river and into the ocean part, and you guys can already start to smell like just the sea itself, the seawater, and different from a river or lake that a lot of you are used to.
Lame memories.
Some people have awful memories of other things. Um, but it seems as though that this is a really easy sailing, um, without quite of any issues. So, was there anything anybody was wanting to do? Um, you all are aware, including the crewmates, that the box is down below in the very front. So, you typically try to avoid the front section.
yeah.
Let's try boosting the
Uh,
ship in orca form. See if it works when we're out in the open ocean.
we
Just
should
for
make
the jokes.
make,
Okay.
I'll go to
make
the
the
back
orca
of the
look like
boat
a
to watch
pirate,
her to see what she's
like
doing.
pirate orca.
Yeah, just ignore
A
everything.
giant pirate.
What would be
Orca.
the
Sadly, Arissa did not want in on the spell. I will say also when I cast it, because Tay requested extra large, Tay is now like a foot taller. But
Looking
looks
at
still the
possibly
same.
Ah.
a reef shark could be.
No, it's killer whales stat block for it.
Oh, there is one. Sweet.
Yeah, killer whale.
There he is. Ha, that's
Hmm.
his intelligence is like a point higher. Wait,
It's actually okay.
They are a predator, so I mean, I guess
yeah,
they're
it's a
intelligent.
point higher. Anyways, no.
I mean, I can try.
I'd say sure. You it's it's kind of weird at first because trying to like if you're just trying to not necessarily ram into it, but when you hit it and you're trying to just constantly push, it does kind of create it slightly uneven. And the like I would say you talk to the captain about this, and like, oh, why not? I'll try to go slow, and we'll try to figure this out because like I've never had this. He was like, this actually might be kind of cool, and uh, so you try to get behind it and start to push. Uh,
I
it
guess I could do that too, but I don't know if she's.
I mean,
it
of
it
course, testing it out.
uh it it's okay at first. If this was going to be like a typical or usual thing, it might over time get easier because it's practice. But at the beginning, it's kind of like a little bit of rough because as it's like going, it's kind of like nope, trying to nope, trying to like get it everything on course. But it's not bad. You don't go full speed, but it's not bad.
I guess we could boost the ship a bit. I don't know. It's not gonna
If
earn us that much time, I suppose.
if if I get to take a short rest, I'd also offer to give him about 2 minutes worth of wind boost every hour.
I mean, you can. I would like
Probably
to
wouldn't
just
do a ton, but
just keep in mind that like I would assume the night crew would probably try to go back to sleep, so you guys can do
Yeah,
all this stuff during the night.
yeah.
good
Kimmer
point.
probably is gonna go to sleep.
I mean, I only need short rests. I can just stay up the whole time. No, I'm kidding.
No, Kuma is not feeling
If
up
I was a
anymore.
Warforged, I'd do it. I'd just be like, oh,
Being
I'm just gonna
awake
sit down for an hour
right now to
repeatedly.
what thinking about things, she's like, no, maybe sleep is better. I will sleep it off.
Ah,
All right, so
Warforged Warlock might be a good combo.
no, so as
Just repeatedly short rest.
as the day kind of turned into night and the crew switching places, uh, was there anything that the day crew is going to do before bed?
Reshape the box.
arg.
I think that's gonna just be a thing
Jimber,
that I do all the time, just reshaping the box to make sure it doesn't go out of control.
Because it's 12 hours, right?
Jimberly.
What is 12 hours?
The box shape is for 12 hours, right?
Permanent. It doesn't. The spell has no duration. It just I change it into a shape. And
Oh,
I
okay. You're just
no reshaping
Fabricating.
it
So that it can't change it itself,
Okay.
pretty much.
because I know it's
oh
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
changed.
That's
by
right. That's right. I forgot why you were doing that. I remember now.
It can't
You're
alter the box
you're
itself.
trying to
so-
keep
It's
it.
like it's keep it fun
I got you.
doing things.
I mean, I could make a larger stone casket around the box that would last 12 hours.
But then I can't reshape it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't work.
No,
Yeah.
not allowed.
Okay.
I guess.
Um.
Jimberly Timbers.
Okay. So, as the night crew, what are you guys doing? If of anything.
Question: what happens to the captain? Is he just out during the day?
Yes,
all-
it's cap because you have 5 crew members, and out of the 5, one of them is the captain. So technically, a captain and 4 crewmates. So during the day, it is the captain and 2 crewmates. So 3 people during the day, and if you count Orissa and Tay, that is 5. And then at night, you have just 2 crewmates. One of them is the second in command to do things at night. So you have 2 there, and with you 3, that creates another 5 at night.
Cool. Even teams.
Or is it like the
We own
laziest
it.
pirate ever? Mage handling everything. The servant is doing things. He's just sitting there.
I'd believe it.
Which
Probably.
is
lazy-
Alec on? Just
I
out of
believe
curiosity.
you said
Night.
night.
Yes, yes, I
Because
do.
you could see in the dark.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
pretty much.
am a good Leonin. I can see in the dark.
Yes,
Ye-
that's also why, because my tieflings can also see in the dark, so that's
So,
why.
was there
Oh,
anything
nice.
that the night crew wanted to do?
I would offer whoever's steering during the night. I'd walk up and be like, I can give us an extra little wind boost for a couple minutes out of each hour.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be appreciated. Just let me know when you do it, and so I can try to make sure I adjust the
If you're ready,
courses.
I can do it now.
He kind of yells for the other guy to make sure things were in set right quick, and so probably like within 10 minutes, he's just making sure things look fine. Thumbs up, and he's
I
go
would
for it.
create a 60-foot, so I guess it'd probably be best if I flew a little bit and did it like here. I create a 60-foot line of wind.
I mean, if you fly, the boat's leaving you.
Or get up on something or
I
something.
mean,
I don't
I'm
know.
just letting you know. If you get off of the boat and you create a
But
gust
don't you want to
super,
shoot it? Don't you want to shoot it at an angle anyway, so both sails get hit instead of just one?
Yeah,
so
I guess.
So you need to be standing on the deck and then shoot it at an angle up, right?
Okay,
yeah.
so I'll stand down here and then shoot at an angle upwards so it hits approximately both sails.
Okay, that's fine. So,
And I can do that twice every hour.
okay. So you giving it a nice boost as well. So that is, that's good. That helps.
Mm.
Just checking. Anything else anybody is doing or whatever on the night crew?
I guess Akuma will go to like the person in charge and just ask what is needed of her, because she's like, I don't know, I don't need to be doing, but
You go up to Low as he's just there, and you know he looks pretty sharp for somebody who has sea time experience. Um,
Mm.
uh, Definitely with like short kind of black hair, and but again, just nice, well kept again. I mean, with your friend. So, and at this point, you all made yourselves familiar
Yeah,
to
we've
everybody.
introduced each other and yada yada.
Zoa's been giving me wind, and so everything's kind of fine. It's right now we're very fortunate, calm seas, so we're actually okay. Just relax, I guess. If I really need you, I can call for you.
She just kind of nods and then just kind of wanders off somewhere. Maybe she can like sit down.
Yeah, plenty of places. So, as the day or as the night turns into day, going into the seventh, um, who was my other role?
I rolled the next lowest after Tay, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, he was. You
Yeah.
go ahead and roll me a d8.
Please be something bad. 6. Did I do well?
Cool. Okay. Um.
Do we look slightly different as pirates?
I mean, that wore off after 8 hours.
So as the switch came about, and you guys were kind of switching, and it's still in that night process, but you know it is daytime. Um, as uh, you know, people switching and so on and so forth. From night to the kind of morning, where the daylight kind of starts to come across and stuff like that. Uh, so are you up here? Any chance?
What?
Come here for a second.
Okay. Just like gets off my chair. Sure, you keep doing that. Like comes over. Huh?
He kind of points to you in the direction that you guys are heading into, and he's like, "Ah, that lovely beast right there." And you can see ahead, and it's. Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage because she's pointing it out, and plus you get goggles advantaged anyway.
Perception, so whatever. Ah, 16, pretty good.
You can see, even though the colors of the night or of the day slowly coming in, um, you can see what appears to be like a giant storm. And he's just, well, now we have probably a couple of hours before we get to that, but that's the direction we got to head to. Depending on how that looks, we might have to get everybody up and going for this. So just be ready when we get closer, if you don't mind.
Let's see.
So as uh as the hours slowly pass and getting closer, Arissa and Tay, you guys can definitely feel as the waves are moving, um, definitely up and down. You can feel as the boat leans to one side to the other, going off of uh, the seas of the waves. You can hear the splashes of the water as it's hitting the boat coming onto deck a little bit. You're not. You're probably like another hour away from the storm, but you're feeling the effects just outside of it. And the captain's, yeah, now might be a good time to get everybody awake.
Yeah, Tay, you can go. I'll cast the dome on the steering wheel as well.
Ooh, nice.
All right, mateys, we must waken. The storms are coming.
Fantastic.
Um,
I like it.
Akuma just looks very worried.
uh,
Oh, no, 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 no.
Alec, Zoe, and Akuma, if you guys can make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Hey.
Nice.
Zoe is
Already got
okay.
sea legs.
11. Yeah.
Just waiting on you, Alec.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Constitution.
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
Sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
no,
find it.
no. You're fine. You're fine. It is yeah. There you go.
Yay, I did it.
Hmm.
Cool. Um, Akuma, you will be any ability checks you make, you'll do it with a -1,
Yeah, I kind of figured.
and then
Mhm.
Alec, you're fine,
Well, I'm
just
fine.
barely. So as you all, as everybody starts to get on board and
Panic attack.
starts to get ready in for this storm as well. You all have been informed of what is happening. Um, so go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
I
Oh,
feel
sure,
like
it's
this
not
is
sleeping
how
all
many
the
of something we have to fight or something along those lines.
Okay, cool.
Hey, 3.
So as you all start to get closer and closer into this, as rain starts to hit and pelt um, the boat, and it starts becoming even worse and worse as the captain starts to now, which thankfully he's in a dome, so
Try.
he's not being pelted by water and the wind and all that. So he can easily make these suggestions. But all of you, besides Sarissa, who's also having to be in the dome, it sucks. As all of you are trying to listen to what the captain's saying, but it's hard to hear. Everybody, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage besides Orissa. Um, this
Perception.
this is the captain giving out
Perception.
orders,
Oh,
and you guys are trying to hear it,
perception.
but
Wait,
not
what's this?
but not just that.
Perception.
The um
Just-
the orders are being passed down as well from other people who can't hear, so that's why you get
19.
advantage.
That's not bad. I don't even know.
Okay,
Would have been bad.
so we
Yeah,
need
the two would
a
have
Tay
been bad.
perception and an Alec perception.
16.
I think I've got 19.
Zach, sorry.
You're fine. If Alec
Little bit.
if
Ugh.
Alec
It's just
fails,
slow loading.
I mean,
Nay.
doesn't Alec have like an immense bonus?
Mhm.
Good.
we got
What was it?
Zoe
Sorry. Which one?
perception check with advantage.
Oh, this is my time to shine.
Yeah.
So
Do it one more time.
Sad noises.
No, do it one more time because you got advantage on it.
Oh right, yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Better.
teeny
So
bit.
a
I was
15,
lowest.
a 15, 18 because it's that -1, 16, and a 14. Cool. You
I
guys
think
are
Alex's anger rubbed off on it. I think
you guys
That's
are
actually
you're hearing the um hearing the orders. That's fine. Uh, Tay and Alec, both of you were in charge of trying to keep the sales down as much as possible. So both of you make strengths check, and this is going to be. Sorry, checking something. Okay, so yeah, both of you need to make strength checks. As you are trying to hold down the sails to keep it from either ripping and or uh, you know going in different directions. Akuma and Zoe, you guys, or I'll say Akuma, you are kind of like down below. You're checking to make sure everything is not slamming into something
Yeah.
that could cause like a hole. Like if any size of the material was to slam hard enough against part of the boat, it could bust and leave a hole. So you were charged to go downstairs and to not only strap everything, but to make sure it stays strapped. So go
Oh,
ahead
yeah.
and make a survival check.
Oh, hell yes. Well, I'm actually decent at that. No, we're not.
Uh,
Is it supposed to still be with advantage or
no, it's not. The advantage was just listening.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see.
it's a -1.
Alec, if you can also roll a strength check for me.
That's a 5. Actually.
Zoe, you were in charge of making sure at this current moment. No, I'll leave that for Arissa. Zoe, you were more in charge of trying to make sure everything on top stays the way it needs to be. Like nobody is getting tossed overboard. That if somebody needs help, you can quickly get to them and try to help whatever they need. You're just the support in this current moment.
Okay.
Easy.
So
Survival or
go ahead and also make a survival check. Yes. And Arissa, if you will make a perception check, and this is to also help keep track of people not falling off of boats.
Am I looking at things?
Yeah, you're just keeping track of people. That's all you're doing. Because you have the dome, so you're like you can't go far. You're just keeping track, making sure every single person is constantly accounted for, that you don't have anybody overboard. Let's see. We're missing Alex, and I can do Alex. Oh gosh, muscles. Okay, so Alec is able to keep his part in his holding on. Tay is having problems with her side as it seems like this is starting to get too much into her. Zoe, I'll say with your survival, you notice that she does need assistance, and so you can run over there, and you can either make a strength check or you can allow Tay to make another
I'll
strength
allow Tay to make another strength check and even kind of rub her with my necklace while she's doing it.
check. That sounds kind of wrong, but um,
Well, I'm trying to say that I'm going to give her the D4 if it looks
yeah.
like she needs it.
Akuma, you assume everything was tied down right before you guys got into the storm, and as everything's really starting to hit and rock the boat, uh, a, a lot of the supplies start to pretty much come apart and to start to fly. Make
No!
a dexterity saving throw to dodge like debris
no.
landing on you.
Dexterity. Oh, my roller hit today. Oh,
Okay.
that's been a bit hot.
You are
Knocked out.
dealing deal probably would think of damage later if there is any, but you are currently like boxes
Buried in boxes.
yeah, like boxes slamming onto you and slamming into his side to side as well.
Lovely.
Okay. As you guys are continuing to push further into this, you guys making headway. Uh, Tay, did you make another strength check?
No, I don't think
Oh.
so.
Oh,
I'll
halfway
go ahead
through.
and force the necklace onto Tay to
Yeah, so take a d4.
add a D4 onto that. Please roll.
Okay.
13.
So with Zoe, it's almost like just a little bit of help. It's not the same person that came and like started beating people in arm wrestling matches, but it's a little bit enough to kind of help try to hold something down. But you're still really struggling with it. So now, sorry, fantastic. So let's see. Okay. At this current moment, oh yeah, and that's right, Tay. You're also minus, not Tay, Akuma. You're also minus 1 point. So Akuma, you take 2 points of damage already.
Which reminds me, I need to reset my health because it didn't get reset from last
Yeah.
time.
And you're now already facing 1 point of exhaustion as you're getting pelted and pelted by these boxes.
Ow. The box is wide.
So, uh, pretty much we'll do it again. Alec and Tay, both of you guys will be making your strength checks. Both. Now, Akuma, try to make unless you have something in mind, try to make a survival check again, and Zoe,
Yeah.
you do the same.
Finally.
Character sheets being weird. Give me just 1 second.
Could I use a rage to give me advantage?
Totally. I don't see why you couldn't.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm not adding on a D4. It probably wouldn't be high enough anyways.
22.
Yeah, because you have 1 exhaustion level. You'll have to re-roll that survival check
It's
14, that's still
because
good.
you have disadvantage on it. So, okay, cool.
I need to put my thing on disadvantage now.
Let's see. Tay and 22 and 15, nice. Okay. So, Tay and Alec, both of you guys, going to the next cell and trying to quickly get that pulled down, trying to quickly mass as rain is just pelting you, and like partial. Tay, there's even sometimes like as the boat kind of dips down, you kind of feel that light, like that liftness of air for a second as you kind of slam back into the boat, trying to quickly get things tied down as much as you can. Akuma, you starting to just barely make it out from underneath the box, um, which is a 13, but still just barely passing. You try to quickly get yourself up, but all these boxes are still loose.
I
And
think I might, if I can use spells on this, I'd probably summon my giant hand to help me out because
yeah, I don't see why you couldn't.
give me a berry for one, and two, put the box back.
So you quickly try to summon your hand to try to at least get a hold of things.
Mhm.
Try to hold them down as well. Fantastic. Um,
It is
make
becoming.
make a strength check with your hand.
Would it be the same as mine or?
No, the hand has its own.
Oh,
I
but
think the Big B's hand is a +8 if it's
uh,
based on that.
I think so.
it sadly doesn't have its own roll thing. I mean, wait, is that there? No, wait, no, I see it. No strength. I
I
see it.
might be wrong on that. It's either
15.
that it is set in stone or that it's the
Okay.
same as your spellcasting
Yeah,
modifier.
it a 15. It does it. It's doing a good job at holding these boxes down. So
Good.
you're you
Return.
after helping Tay and like getting that tied down, you kind of tried to go back and start looking to see if any of the other crewmates need help. And it feels like a lot of this is like kind of like you feel like you're getting dizzy and dizzy and dizzy. Um, make a dexterity saving throw with yeah, just make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, nice. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I'm good with the saving throws today, apparently. It's just
Uh,
T-Rex.
Arissa,
T-Rex.
you feel like there's a like as you're watching, you feel like Zoe was like getting dizzy for a second, and you're like you feel like you might have to like this is probably something bad about to happen, but he kind of like stops and kind of starts to hold on to something, and it's like easy fixing himself and like starting to look about. So you don't fall in the water, but you also gain 1 point of exhaustion for failing your check. And now to the last one. Um,
I'm safe.
like Arissa, you're fine. You with the dome's help, like you have a lot of easy goings, and you're just keeping an eye. Go ahead and make
Me,
a
the captain, are chilling.
go ahead and make a perception check. But everybody does appear to be doing fine.
Me and my homie, the captain, are doing perfectly fine.
Yep.
So this is one last round.
Hey, 8.
Uh,
See shit.
everybody, one more time. The 2 survivals and the 2 strength.
Twice? So I rival twice? Oh, God. That's
Yeah, you have to do it with disadvantage, but you can't beat a natural one.
Wait,
yeah,
you want
not
me to
really.
do that too?
So
Or...
I have my hand, my big hand
Hey.
too. So if it really is really, really bad, use my hand for whatever counteracts that one.
Oh,
I think I could just roll its strength.
oh.
Do I also roll the
I
hand
got a
strength?
-1 in
Uh,
survival. I don't
no,
know
no,
why I
no.
was selected for this job.
I'll use another rage to
I'm
give
Give me
myself
exhausted,
that
right?
advantage.
one.
I'll say your rage has still been going. Well, no. Go ahead and
If
use
I'm
another rage.
exhausted, I got
Makes sense.
disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got -1. Don't know why I was chosen for this job.
21.
Wait, do you need
clearly
Alec
my
to do
job
anything
sucks.
here? Sorry.
You rolled a 10 on your strength check.
Oh.
I did it for you.
Oh, okay.
Um. Okay. Uh. Going in order. So Arissa, you're having a hard time seeing. Just the you're fine, but the bubble is taking just so much water. It's kind of like a windshield with no wiper.
All right.
The
um.
servant is out there with a squeegee.
Yeah, my
Uh.
servant comes up with a rag and just starts.
It's I have a very good example for that is on one of my cars I used before I was able to get it changed. I had a windshield wiper and it just made it worse.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
That's
it.
why I can't
I
see shit. That's why I can't see
I
shit
had a
because it just makes it worse.
I had a friend for senior prom that he drove his Firebird and I'm like, oh, this is great. Rain, it just started downpouring. He's like, I'm like, hey, turn the wipers on. Oh, I don't have wipers. I'm like, why are you dropping this?
Um, okay, so Akuma,
Yes.
We'll start off with you as well, going down the list.
Hmm.
While your hand is managing to hold some of the stuff down, um, it's only one hand. There's more than others, other boxes. As
Where?
it kind of also comes slamming behind you as well.
More
Uh,
boxes.
yeah,
Boxes are not my
go
friend.
ahead and make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Advantage 30.
Yeah,
Hey.
as you get slammed again by boxes, uh, go ahead and take 5 points of just bludgeoning damage, just from all of this as well. And as you were kind of like laying on the ground, again, all of the boxes are on top of you, and the water, or not water, but the boat is rocking and stuff like that. As you
Oh,
kind of like
no.
wincing in pain and kind of like open your eyes a little bit, there's a hole. It's not too big, but there's a hole in the boat, kind of like right there where you are as it starts taking in water.
Cool. I'm gonna get a board. Wait, do we have boards and nails?
You're currently stuck underneath.
You have a magic hand that could just be pressed up against there.
Wait, can they hold? Wait, can that hand actually do that though? That's
Wait,
a little
here's
It
the
has
thing. Here's the thing.
interposing function.
Here's the thing. Right now, the hand is holding down other boxes. You, Akuma, are under another set of boxes, and one of those boxes like caused a hole. It's not like a giant hole, but it is a hole nevertheless, allowing water to come in.
I see.
While that's happening,
Oh, my
so
legs. Why did
so
someone send me alone to do this job? What's wrong with you people?
uh so
I'm probably about to fall overboard, so.
you're looking around trying to see if anybody's needing help, and you see that like, oh, Alec might looks like he needs help a little bit, but as you start to go over, that's when the boat tipped and you do just go flying over. But make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage to see if you can catch the side.
Oh, geez.
What the fuck?
That
Oh
is
my god.
master luck just right
What the
there.
Saving
fuck?
throws today, okay? Okay,
So this is
okay.
such a 4 natural 20 on those.
How
What the
many
fuck?
natural 20s? What the hell?
Oh
That's
my
4.
god.
Every save I've rolled today has been a natural 20, I think.
Holy crap.
Fuck.
What's going on with that? It's so
So
broken.
Fucking
okay,
Mission Impossible.
I
I think Zoe's on crack today.
Zoe's just walking towards Alec, goes flying overboard, then with one hand pulls himself back onto the ship
you're
and continues walking towards Alec.
no you managed to catch the side of the boat, but you're not back on it.
Okay.
Okay, you caught yourself from
Oh, not for your life.
from being flung. Um, Alec, you are having trouble with the sails with a 10. But you saw that Zoe kind of goes over the boat for a second, and you see his hand, but like he's holding on for dear life. What are you doing? What are you going to do?
Might be time to help Zoe, possibly.
Zoe's just shaking his head
So
while hanging off the
you're
side.
going to let go of the sail to help him.
Don't.
It's her call. It's her call.
Yeah, it's your call. You can't hear
Those DM
Zoe.
noises don't sound very promising, so I'm not going to help Zoe.
I'm just asking.
You've seen Zoe teleport before. He's fine.
He'll be
I'm just
fine.
gonna give Zoe a thumbs up and just stay where I am, holding
Zoe
on to
can't
this.
see it, so he's just
Okay.
hanging on.
So go ahead and
You can feel the presence of my thumbs up, dude.
make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage because of the fail. And this is
So,
this
disadvantage Constitution, yeah.
yeah, Constitution saving throw. This is to see if you can hold out. Okay.
Oh boy.
As you're trying to hold and you see Zoe kind of go, but it's like clinging on. You're like thumbs up. Oh God. And you try to quickly get back on, but the sail is definitely messed up. Tay, you're doing fine. You're just like, I got this, guys. Arissa, everything seems fine as far as you can tell. Um, so we'll start with the easiest. Uh, Alec, what are you doing as the rope was like just flying through your hand, and as you grab the sail is definitely messed up
Uh,
because that has to be extremely tight, and right now it is like this. Tay has her side down pretty tight, but yours just kind of went flying up.
Should I, should I try and help her?
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you are, in a sense, kind of currently doing this, but with the 21, I'd say you got your side pretty fast. So the disadvantage is just trying to see through this heavy rain. And Alec, if you'll give yourself 1 point of exhaustion.
1 point of exhaustion.
Yes.
How does this
Oh,
work exactly?
22.
Sorry.
You're fine. I can actually show you on your sheet that you don't have on there. Give me like 2 seconds.
Yeah, exhaustion level. It's below your hit dice and your death saves.
Hers is not on there, but now it is.
I saw mine there.
Boom.
I don't even.
Because it's it's an add-on on the sheet.
Oh, I see. I see.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So
I accidentally rolled twice. I rolled 22
okay,
on that one.
fantastic. Yeah, 22. You do see Alec having trouble. Like the cell just kind of went flying, and Alec's like trying to quickly grab a hold as well.
Oh,
Can I try and
I know
help
what
her?
to do. Sorry.
Yeah, if that's what you want to try to go do.
Is my sail in place?
I
Or
just
do I gotta-
imagine Tay
You're-
grabbing the other rope and just holding them both.
Yeah, yours is in place. You got with the 21. You went and quickly got yours tied down. The next cell that was needed to be done. So you got yours done.
Okay, I'll go and help her then.
Okay. Either Alec can make one more strength check, or you can make a strength check.
Okay.
Right.
So I will use, if I can, enhance ability, the bull strength version,
Ooh, yeah.
and then I can
That
do a
works
strength
too.
check.
Okay.
With advantage.
But how does this work? So it's just advantage on strength check, I guess.
Well, if Alec's exhausted, then it would just cancel out.
You're doing.
Unless you want me to do it.
Hold on 1 second. Okay. We'll do this because you're doing that. Both of you can make strength checks. Alec, you have a normal check because of that will cancel out your
Of course, yeah.
disadvantage. And Tay, if you'll jump in on that strength check. Good use of spells. I encourage this.
Could I use a? Can I cast Rage at
I'm
7th level?
I'm counting your current rage at what you currently have.
Okay.
It hasn't been like
Oh.
a whole.
Question is, how would I do a strength check? Is it through the?
It's it's your 14 is the 2
Oh,
top
I
left.
found it. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
couldn't find the actual button to click. My bad.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
finally did something.
What?
There we go.
Natural-
Woo!
Two
Oh,
natural
so
20s.
close.
Double!
Let's go.
Double! Boom!
I
Alec
why does my natural ones don't last so long?
They were instantly counteracted.
Well, I'm getting to
There's
my other.
one still going.
So with
Hey,
you two,
we gave you some ones too in here, Joseph.
yeah.
You got to poke a hole in the ship because of a one.
I know.
Throw
Yeah.
someone overboard.
I know.
Yeah.
But catching wasn't part of my plan. You should have just continued going. With both of you
It would've ended up
quickly
relatively safe.
just yanking all this thing, and Alec, as you are just pulling all your strength trying to get that down, and Tay just comes out of nowhere grabbing a hold and like also yanking it down as both of you quickly go. That's so like I would say with if the captain could see, that might be a new record of how fast the sail gets down.
Yeah.
But you guys
one
don't know that there's a record and the captain can't see shit. So
Damn
um So you guys during that time you got your cell and it's getting down. So at the same time, um, Zoe. So you did get tossed over, but you managing to hold on for dear life. What are you going to do?
If I peek up, can I see Alec and Tay there?
I'd I'd say probably the way I'm picturing this, like you hanging on. It's imagine like kind of like the fence part, so you can kind of see them, like through, so you could see them.
So I'm in view of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh no, I'm slipping, and like let go as if I was struggling, and then as I'm falling before I hit the water, I'm gonna dimension door into like the captain's quarters. That way I'm out of view.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
you
can
you
hear
do
that
that.
also.
That as you guys are quickly pulling down the rope and stuff like that, you hear Zoe sounds like he's slipping.
Actually, I will let myself fall all the way into the water so there's a splash, and then I'll dimension door.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Fantastic.
So dramatic.
Overboard.
So
Alex not
We-
even phased. He knows. He knows what your games are.
Zoe, since you do have 1 point of exhaustion as well, and you chose the captain's quarters. No,
Yes.
never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You'll find though. It's wet in this area because of your.
Prestidigitation.
Well, that doesn't stop the desk and the carpet and the floor from being wet.
Prestidigitation onto the carpet.
So, Arissa,
Prestidigitation
is
the
there
desk.
anything?
Prestidigitation.
Is there anything you are doing? Because it is hard to see, and you hear stuff. You hear people yelling and screaming.
Maybe a few boxes making noises.
Was there anything that you were going to try to do?
I mean, unless Akuma's actively screaming for help.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
mean,
shit.
she could probably be yelling for help, but I don't know if anyone can hear her
Okay,
over the
so
storm. Sure,
so
why
then
not?
we'll get to Akuma. So Akuma, you're currently your hand is holding one side of supplies. You're currently under another set of supplies, and there's a hole in the boat.
Yeah, it's great
A
time.
hole in the boat in the bottom of the sea.
It's a good one. I like that one. It's a good one. Yeah.
Because wouldn't this be your second exhaustion because you failed twice now?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because you failed twice. So this is your
Beautiful.
second point of exhaustion.
Bye. I'm being
Um,
squished by boxes. That's not how I want to go.
So what are you doing? As you can see the water starting, and again, it's not like rushing in. It's not like it's like um
Out of curiosity, because I don't want to like blow up the boat with like ice. Could I technically freeze the hole over with ice?
That
Technically?
would destroy it.
Okay, just out of curiosity.
Like, there's way too much destructive
I
power.
mean you
No.
can do whatever you think.
I'm just trying to think
Don't
something
allow
that-
Batman don't allow Batman to tell you no.
Batman says no.
You're Robin. You got this.
Right now, just try to picture this: is that you're prone, you're kind of stuck. So really, you might be able to do hand signs and say things, but and a lot of it's really pinned down. And right in front of you is like a box that's the triangle part that kind of hit the ground. So it's like I don't know a foot or two in front of you, and it pierced enough to start allowing water to come in. So like there's just again water like not like you're drowning, but there is water and it's like
Yeah,
get out of my face.
that is an issue. I'm just quickly looking at my spells. So annoying because I don't really have technically spells that can, not destroy.
So what are you doing
The pain.
as
Well,
as all of this is happening?
I figure I could at least use my big hand to get the boxes off of me. So I would just have my hand kind of place the boxes down on the ground so like they're not stacked or whatever. So if something goes flying, it's not gonna be worse, I guess.
Well, it's kind of
Whatever.
hard to see what your hand's doing because you have to.
Oh,
Your hand
yeah.
doesn't have a mind of its
Is
own.
it face under a box or something? Or
It's all it's doing is a bunch of boxes was on one side and your hand is just covering it. to keep it
Mm,
from moving.
gotcha. Well then. Uh, more boxes. Not getting boxed buried. There's not really a lot of options I can think of for some weird reason. Uh, man.
Glacial
What
blast.
What are you doing as water's pouring in?
Blasting you.
Your
Uh,
water in your face. It's
yeah, it's very uncomfortable. I'm just gonna have my hand actually try to move over where I am and get these stupid boxes off me so I can do something. So as
okay.
of right now, I'm useless.
Okay, roll
Being under
me a
boxes.
d20, and this is going to be your hand letting go of that supplies to try to move.
5.
Okay. As your hand, like, you're telling your hand to let go to try to come pick this stuff up, and as it's doing that, the boxes do topple over. So it's like you, the boxes, the hand, the boxes.
Yep, boxes galore. More boxes. Boxes. Love boxes. Oh, I like not being buried in boxes.
What are
I
you
like to
doing?
be buried.
It's because you're kind of close to all this water. It's more water's rushing in. Like there's
Can I
points
move a box over it by any chance? Like, is any of my body parts even like semi
you won't be strong enough to. There's so
pushable?
much boxes that are on top of this as well,
Uh,
and you're
I
pinned, so
see.
you can't move. Like you can't move it.
So, I know precipitation only gets a bit of a water, so technically, if I'm not mistaken, I could use it, but then the water would just come back in.
Yeah. Plus,
It just
precipitation
displaces
is
the
more
water.
cleaning, so
Clean?
like the water
Yeah.
might be clean. It's not the water's just kind of like not really going to magically
Well,
disappear.
technically polymorph something me into something bigger, so the boxes obviously would get off of me, and the hole would be close. Nothing
Giant
too
ape.
crazy. No,
What
I'm not dumb. No, no, no.
What are you trying to polymorph into? If this is what you want to
I'm just trying to think of something that's not too big. That
It's called calling for help.
do?
yeah, I know. I mean, I can call for help too. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just trying to think of how to get myself out of this first
I mean, you
off.
could just call for help and people can help you. I mean, it's not rocket science.
Yeah, yeah. That's like the last thing you'd think of.
Sometimes
I love that.
the easiest solution is the best one.
Yeah, which is for some reason the one she's not deciding.
Well, what are you doing?
Oh, why does she have to be so independent? Alright, well, yeah, she could try calling for
Starting to
help.
die, I suppose. Starting to die.
Okay,
Time to try-
make a charisma check with obviously disadvantage.
It's charisma. Is it disadvantage charisma? Oh, I wish my. I'm supposed to be good at charisma. Why is it doing
Uh,
8?
this?
the only person that would be lucky enough to hear, which would be Arissa, and I'll allow one perception check.
My perception or
No,
hers?
Arissa's.
16.
Because you beat hers, your your hearing is good enough. It's hard it's hard to hear. You hear all the shouting from the captain who's giving out orders out and about. Uh you hear the shouting from not only the crewmates but your teammates as well, who's quickly trying to get everything situated. And you feel like you're hearing something like help or something. Something is calling out, but it doesn't sound like a pleasant, call out.
Help! I'm dying under this box.
I like Arissa looks at the captain. I was hoping I could stay dry.
These
But
boxes are heavy.
with your head on the shoulder, it's time to get wet, buddy.
You hold on, sorry. You do what you gotta do. I'll try to hold everything from here. He's trying to turn and trying to hold it steady and
Arissa like walks to the edge of the dome. Motherfuckers. And then walks into the rain. And then the
uh
dome disappears, obviously. And
uh
goes down.
you as that
Yeah.
happens, you just what the fuck?
It's cold.
It hurts. It hurts.
I
So
wasn't ready for this.
let's see the captain. Oh, that didn't even do anything. I think
Pelted by the rain.
I think a 19 says he's good. He is a pro at this.
He's fine.
So
I just
Arissa,
make my way down.
as you quickly
Making my way.
start to head down, you do see Zoe, who's like in the middle of presentation, everything in the captain's quarters. But you continue to
Shakes head. Shakes head. Just keeps going.
you go a little bit further down, and you can you're trying to really catch yourself. Everything is shaking back and forth. You're really having a hard time. Yeah, Cole's doing a good job. He's
Yep.
just shaking back and forth.
I almost fell over.
Well, hey, that was perfect. You hear. You think it's somebody yelling for help. It's still hard. You know, Akuma's supposed to be down here, so it must be her. But you don't know where. You just see boxes everywhere, and you see water. Like that's about like an inch or so already, slightly. And again, there's
I
just
look at.
boxes everywhere. You do notice a giant mystical floating hand, though. I think that as it's like covered slightly in some of the boxes, as it's also on top of some boxes.
Because he just shakes her head like, oh my.
Like your own Bixby hand.
Well, fuck my life. What have you been doing over here? Um,
Trying too hard.
let's see. What am I gonna do?
I'm under one of those.
Uh, I'm just gonna like. Are the boxes moving back and forth, or are they just?
It's
What are they doing?
it's almost like they've gotten to the point where like they're not moving anymore, but they're
Yeah.
they're permanently like in this weird shapes of like leaning against each other and the constant of supporting one another. So they're kind of not moving anymore.
I mean, she
Okay.
stood on it. She stood on it. She's
Can I
not.
see the hole or not?
No, you can't see it. It's underneath all of those boxes. As uh Akuma, who's still like is like trying to call, but she's currently now getting to the point where like water's getting in her mouth, so it's like it's like swallowing a bunch of water, so trying to cough it up.
Let's see. So when I look, can I not see her at all at any point?
Um,
No tail sticking out, or foot, or horn, possibly.
Yeah, is there like anything sticking out?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be the dick of this time, and I'm gonna say no. She's completely
I was
covered.
just gonna like, I was gonna like tie her hair in a ponytail, like stick her head in the water and see if she can see anything underwater.
It's not that deep that you have to stick your head
Uh,
underneath. It's
She
just
sticks her head
she.
into 2 inches of water.
It's just
Oh,
that
is it?
she. Yeah, it's just
What
that
is?
she.
How much is this? Is that so much? How much is an
Like
inch?
imagine like your foot at least, like almost to your ankle.
Oh,
Almost to your ankle.
okay.
So it's not a big or deep hole, but it's just a constant flow of water, but it's just slow at it. Akuma is completely covered up by the boxes. So
Yeah.
you can't see her. You can see water. You don't know
Hole?
exactly where it's coming in from because
On the
it's
box?
also covered up by the boxes.
I'm just gonna pick the box closest to me and I'm gonna cast levitate on it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna slowly move it up so it like frees up a space under it.
Okay. In doing so, you can see kind of like an arm that is like kind of slightly bent in a weird way, and it's like kind of like panicking a little bit because the box is like pressed against it. So
Just flopping
Mr.
around.
looks at it. There you are. And then she like takes the arm, grabs it, and then dimensions door like a little bit back.
okay. Uh, as that happens, just a little bit of water kind of goes with you, Akuma. But you feel like both of you kind of hitting the back a little bit, not hard, but just enough, and like
Yeah.
Akuma, you're coughing up like all of this seawater. You were in a sense choking.
You're welcome. You
Terrible.
owe me again. Now now use that hand and move those boxes so I can fix the hole.
Make a strength hand with Bixby.
Okay.
Make a strength hand with Bixby, yes.
21. Hell yeah.
Bigby's hand.
Mm.
All hands on deck, literally.
Bigby's hand.
Yeah. So strength check
Oh.
for me, please.
Strength. My strength? I did one
No.
already for
No. Bixby's hand.
It's already there. It's already there. It's in yours.
Oh
It's
yeah.
21.
Sorry. I keep
It's
forgetting.
21, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry. I have mine covered up. I can't see mine.
See.
Lucky.
21.
Okay. Yeah. No. 21. Like you.
Yeah.
As
21.
Larissa like told you, like like, all right, come back to the living and get those boxes in order. Your hand just like burst out like the Hulk, just start Tetris stacking boxes as fast as possible.
Dun,
Um,
dun, dun.
I would say it's decently cleared with enough time that you can start to see the hole. As once the last box was picked out where the hole was, like water now just starts gushing in.
I'm just gonna Arissa's gonna cast a wall of force over the hole.
Okay, sweet.
Or like sort of like in it in a way, like not on it, but like in it.
Yeah,
So
so
there's
there's
stuff-
stuff.
I'm gonna
Like, it
say you, just to make it somewhat easy enough. I'm just gonna say you put just one slab right on top of it.
Sure.
I think that should be easy enough to just stop the water entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
for
nail it
now.
down.
So
Nail the fucker down. Yeah.
it is covered. You can see that there is a decent size hole. Like you could probably put your foot through it and pull it out. Is how big the
Great.
hole is.
Arissa's like, just go help the people, says I'll fix this, and I'll start casting Fabricate to fix the hole.
Okay. So as if
Great.
Akuma, you go upstairs, you guys have braced the storm as much as possible and have managed to start to come out to the other side as things start to slightly get calmer and calmer. So you guys did it. You guys braced the storm that you guys were going through with very minimal, surprisingly, a hell of a ton of natural 20s. All by like almost one person.
And two natural ones.
Yeah, let's not forget my natural
give you-
one and my
Yeah,
natural
I-
20.
He had a natural 0 even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Nice.
but you guys did it. You guys had finished and broke past the storm, which
At least it wasn't in the negatives.
before I forget, I need to move you guys. I think there would be great. Okay. I think, and this is where we're going to end it. So, thank you everybody for coming out and supporting this lovely cast of seamen and
Idiots.
ferrymen and half-drowned
Batman.
tieflings.
And Batman.
Alive!
Yeah.
And like an actor and two buff, short, and tall humanoids. So,
And a very angry Leonin.
Oops.
And some
Angry, potato hating
deceptive potatoes. that
So,
look like chocolate.
it's going to be fun to see what happens and comes about tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but the next session. Yeah, we're going to continue playing, guys. I just want to let you all know this.
It's only a day
But
away.
thank you everybody for coming out. I hope you all had a wonderful day and a wonderful night. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Right.